Perfect. Perfect. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dope as Usual podcast. My name is Thomas Dope as Yola, whatever you want to call me. This is my co-host, Marty O'Neill.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Today, we have a different kind of guest, a guest that I'm very excited to talk to, and I hope we can open up your guys' brains on a different world that you might not know exists. Please welcome Hector Bravo. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me,
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, dude.
I walk into an elevator and somebody says, what do you do? In a nutshell, what is it that you do?
What do I do? Now I'm on the internet giving positive motivation and real life experience, trying to help people. That's what I do. Fulfilling my purpose, my passion.
Love it. That was a great answer, dude.
Straight, I mean, that's it, dude, in a nutshell. I'm the father of a 7-year-old daughter as well, so I'm also a dad.
Me too.
7 as well?
Yeah.
Youngster? Cool. It's great, bro.
You guys are on it. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, your hat says dad. Okay, yeah, you're.
Oh, I didn't even notice, but yeah. Yo, dude, I love it, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the way Tommy talked about you, and then you tell me if that's accurate. He says, I have a friend, real cool guy, tough guy. He's used to be a correction officer. Now he's whistleblowing on the CDC. Is that pretty accurate, what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty accurate. I mean, that's what people may seem. I was in the military, went to Iraq, got out, became a prison guard here in California, man. California moves different. As you know, LA's different. And 16 years of that, dude, promoting up the chain, officer, sergeant, lieutenant, SWAT team commander. I got exposed to a lot. And no different than government entities and establishments. And once I saw the corruption, I bounced, dude.
16 years?
16, yeah. I don't know if you want to call it whistle blowing, but I pretty much just bounced, bro, and just kind of letting the world know, hey, you should see what they're doing over here, man. It's freaking corrupt.
Okay, so before we get into that, my mom married a certain guy, so I went to the prison visiting rooms every weekend.
Yeah.
And I watched a little thing said you worked at Corcoran.
I never did work at Corcoran.
Oh,
I worked at
Corcoran.
I worked at Sentinel State Prison, which is in El Centro down south, and then the second prison I worked at is at Donovan in San Diego.
Oh, I must have mixed it up. You said you must have said somebody that was at Corcoran. You're talking about a certain prisoner.
Inmate, correct.
That's exactly what it was. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. All right.
I never worked at Corcoran.
Yeah, that place sucks.
I bet. Oh, yeah. You went to visit that one?
Constantly.
Okay.
Yeah, constantly. So when it comes the average person's, they're an accountant, they're hanging out, they know a guy went to prison. He's doing his time. When we see these movies and we see all this crazy stuff, you're like, is this real? Is this really what's going on? You see American Me, do people get stabbed? Does this stuff happen? Is there politics? Is there gang? All this stuff is real. All these things are real. But I think it's way more to the extent that we don't understand, and you understand firsthand. My cousin's a sergeant, and I won't say where.
Cool.
He's NorCal.
Okay.
Right? He's been doing it for 25 years. He's about to retire this year. So I shouldn't say where he works, but
no, you already have the smarts enough not to even mention where he works, bro, and that's part of the politics.
Yeah, it's scary, dude. Especially if you just work there, because I have 2 more friends that are in the Central Valley that are doing it, and they're like, the women are scary as hell. He works at the women prison, and they're like,
those are the bloodiest prisons in the state.
The scariest ones, man.
Can
you please explain? That was good. That was good. Damn it. I was like, damn, they slashed each other.
Be slinging jokes.
Well, okay, let's backtrack real quick. You're in high school. You're like, you know what? Let's go to the military. You go to the military, right? And you go to, say, Iraq and Afghanistan?
No, just Iraq.
Oh, wait, just straight off the bat, right out of high school?
Correct. 1 month after high school. Oof. 17 years old, dude.
17? Wait, you can go at 17?
Yeah, your parents got to sign a permission slip waiver.
Did you have to convince? They're like, hell yeah.
Did I have to convince? Even though I wasn't living at home because I kind of got the boot.
Oh, so you were on your own still?
At 16, drinking alcohol.
Okay.
Because I got 14 years of sobriety, bro. So that's kind of part of my story as well. But at that time, I was wilding out. I didn't necessarily got to convince them because they already saw that I was drinking heavily. So, hey, anything will save our son. If he wants to go to the Army. But my dad did discourage me and say, hey, if you want to go to college, I'll pay for your college. I'm like, Dad, I don't even like high school. Why would I go to college? And so they signed. I mean, they couldn't stop me. I would have went when I was 18 anyways.
For sure.
If I had to.
Are you a single child?
I have a younger sister. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I have a younger sister, 3 years younger than me.
Okay, so you're the only boy. They're like, we're not sending your ass to war. That's how I would see it. Like, my son wants to go.
I am his only son, and I'm actually the only one that can carry on my last name, dude. That's why, like, I need a boy. I need a son.
Oh, damn.
Any ladies out there, I need a son. Because I do have a daughter. But yeah, once I die, bro, the last name goes, and I can't have that.
Were you fired up and like motivated by 9/11, or just in general?
Bro, that was all part of the propaganda as far as government. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a right-wing nut or anything like that, right? I just have life experience of going through it.
You live that shit.
What happened? 9/11 happened in 2001. I enlisted in 01, 02. We Were Soldiers was a movie that came around that time frame.
Well, I don't remember that one.
Black Hawk Down. And I want to say Saving Private Ryan. So you had like Hollywood pumping out like the war machine. You had the mainstream media news saying, hey, Saddam Hussein's evil.
That influenced you?
It was all the machine, man. It was all the machine.
Branding of it.
Yeah, you know, not brainwashing, and technically it is
A
kind
little
of
bit,
brainwashing,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just motivating the youth. Probably similar to Pearl Harbor, right? Like, hey, they attacked us. Let's go get our get-backs.
Wow, I never took that in consideration. That could sway you.
But I always had this drive inside of me, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know if it's like a manly thing or a American thing or cultural thing, but like I always feel like I have to sacrifice and give.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from or what that's about, dude.
Okay, so you jumped in and it was what branch?
Army.
Army. You went straight to the Army. Okay, so when you get in there, it's month 1. You're going straight overseas.
I went to Germany, straight overseas, Germany, and I was hanging out and training. Not hanging out, bro. We were training hard and partying hard. But we were training hard, dude. 22-hour days we were training. Literally, bro. And then we would go to Iraq in 2004, early 2004. The beginning of the insurgency, the guerrilla warfare.
Oh, so you were there when it popped off?
The car bombs, the roadside bombs, the mortars, the rockets, the ambushes.
There's no way to prevent the side bomb, the side of the road.
You can't, bro, and that was sketchy. Because in my head, I imagined war like I see the enemy in front of me. I get to shoot him. He could shoot back at me. Roadside bombs, there is no enemy you could see. They're hiding.
You're deaf because in 1 year, right? Because
I'm deaf out of my right ear, bro. Yeah,
From that?
From that, yes, but I'm right-handed, so like firing my weapon, I would assume. Well, right hand, you know, without air protection. But from a roadside bomb, I did get hit by a roadside bomb in May 12th, 2004.
Oh, your first year out there, you got smacked with one?
Oh, bro, it was 13 months of getting blown up. It wasn't a matter of if you were going to get hit, it was when, for sure.
Okay, so you're in a car, you're driving, and these things just go. You're in a Humvee. How are you okay?
So you're in a Humvee, you're driving, and luckily, if they bury the bomb too deep, then the blast is going to go up, right? Instead of out. But they did do some that were out, which were effective and killed my friends or wounded. And they did put some directly underneath the road as opposed to the side of the road, which were also effective. So it varied, right? Like luck of the draw. The insurgents got smarter as the war progressed, where to place them.
Can you detect them? Like, can you see if they're there?
There's nothing,
You can detect them when they blow up. But like early on in the war, bro, they didn't have what they have like now. I mean, they had robots. The Air Force EOD, explosive ordnance disposal, they had those robots. They look like Johnny Number 5. Those things would get blown up too. I actually seen a dude wearing the bomb suit. Like, if you've seen the bomb suit from the movie Hurt Locker.
Yes.
I seen a guy get blown up wearing that, but he survived. And he was standing over the bomb. And I seen that shit. For sure.
Question, like when we're in movies, like he barely got shot. He's dead? That guy blew up. How is he alive?
I don't know.
How does that work?
I don't know how that dude survived. I don't know if no shrapnel hit him directly. I don't know, bro. Believe me when I tell you, he was hovering over the bomb, about to put C4, because he was going to detonate it. They found that one before it blew up, and the insurgents detonated it. And it was in the evening time. This was on the MSR Tampa. There was headlights of a Humvee on him, so all you see is a cloud of smoke, dust, poof. And I look at my sergeant. I'm like, hey, was that supposed to happen? And he's like, no, they detonated it on him. And then you see this dude just running out of a cloud of like dirt, dust. And he's like, I can't hear. He takes his freaking big ass helmet off. I'm like, bro, you got blown up. Yeah, that's a freaking true story, bro. You see all kinds of wild stuff.
So you're saying when they set it off, were they watching them?
They were watching, bro. That's what they do. That's what they were watching. And they're patient.
They got nothing else to do.
They're patient. They watch. They can either blow it up by putting a cell phone, like hooking it up to the bomb, and then being like a mile down the road, and just by calling that cell phone will detonate it.
Oh, shit.
Or another way was thin copper wire and a 9-volt battery, bro. So you can be like 100 meters out and just touch the 9-volt battery, and it blows up. That was 04, bro. You're taking me back.
Oh, man.
Is there just like mountains and hills that they're hiding in, like camoed out?
It was agricultural where I was at. It's called Balad. It's like right in the middle of the Sunni Triangle, 50 miles north of Baghdad.
So my uncle was in the army. He was like, I just sat outside of an oil field with a gun for 4 years. That's what he did. He was like, I was just watching this field for years and never did anything. Mm-hmm. He's like, and some people are out there shooting, getting shot at. But he didn't. He was like, I was just watching an oil field.
It varies.
And you'd have to drive high-ranking people through the city, but he's like,
varies.
I'm not allowed to stop. I'm not allowed to stop or anything. And he has to fly. So that's a real job.
Which part?
The part where you just, he's like, well, I'm not allowed to stop. I have to go at least 50 through this town.
It varies. So not only is it a real job, but like the duties change per person, per mission, per like area. Yeah, all of that is reasonable. Well, not reasonable, but feasible.
Yes. So when you're over there, you're what now, 20, 21? These guys
19,
and these guys are trying to kill you. You have to. You're at war. Do you speak any languages from over there?
The basics. Genta means trunk. Genta, open Genta, right? And then it kind of helps when you're pointing an M16 at somebody. They kind of like figure it out real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody speaks M16. What else? Chismek. Chismek, I think means Chismek means like fuck, dude, I already forgot if it means like get out of here. Chismek. Oh, Chismek is what's your name, right? But I know like what's your name, open the trunk, get out of here, and stuff like that.
Okay, so
Shukran, thank you.
Okay, so you know the basics, how to get through the town, basically.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so what is your opinion? Does everyone over there just look at it like, why are you Americans here?
Correct.
Okay, that's why they're so pissed off, because we just invaded them essentially.
But that's not the pipe dream that they sold us. They told us that we were going to go liberate the people and they would be very glad and happy that we were there to free them. They weren't, man. It's no different. And I'm not knocking them, bro. I totally have an understanding of culture and, different ethnicities. But imagine if invaders came and invaded us, we wouldn't be cool with them. And especially when people start dying, because people do start dying. You're really going to hold a grudge against the
I could see that.
invaders.
For sure. Somebody I can't even speak to has a gun pointed at me telling me where I can go.
And we were killing people, dude, for a fact.
Okay, so no matter where you're at, you're a constant, because you don't know who is going to bust out with a gun or try to do something to you, right?
Correct.
At all times.
The guys that were shaking your hands and smiling at you in the daytime were the guys that were trying to kill you at nighttime. Oh, shit. That's guerrilla warfare. Ooh. And I mean, you got to kind of fight us. You got to fight, kind of got to fight a big military like that, because we equip them, out weaponize them. So
you're saying like in the day, like they're just normal townspeople. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And at night they're masked up or something.
So it's shady. It's sketchy, right? It's real shady. It's real sketchy. And I tell you that a lot of people got killed. Like there's a lot of guilty by association. And now it's like the way we looked at it is like, hey, if you knew there was a bomb down your street or in front of your house and you didn't tell us, and we got blown up and one of us got killed, you're just as guilty. And we would wreak hell on those people.
Oh, got you.
But if I really wanted to be truthful, they were kind of put in a bad position. It's like they're not going to tell on their people because they're going to get killed. They're definitely not going to side with us. So it's kind of assed out all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so being a civilian in a country where war is going on is just exactly what I would imagine. Horrible. I don't want you at my... Yeah, if I saw a bunch of Iraqi people walking around with their guns, I'd go get my gun.
Right.
In a heartbeat, so I understand.
Yeah, dude. And, being young, you don't see it how we see it here. Older, sitting, calm. You get post-traumatic stress disorder, you get survivor's guilt, you get rage, you get prejudice, stereotypes. You get
You're still a kid. You're not old enough to buy a beer.
Exactly, bro. So I had a hard time unpacking all of that, you know, and that's why a lot of veterans themselves, because it's a lot. It's a lot to process.
Yeah, I can't imagine, like, you know, I was in the drive-by. Like, I was in drive-by 40 times this month. It's different, and they hate everything about me.
Yeah,
you know, that's the other thing, because I mean, they're brown, like we're brown, you're brown. We're just from different parts of the world, and we despise each other.
So like, imagine like you would feel a 19-year-old kid, like, right, we're 19 and we go over there, we'd be like, hey, try to tell them, hey guys, like, let's build a Starbucks here, let's get a Walmart going. They don't want that. They do not want. They will fucking kill you over that just to keep whatever culture, you know, basic. Chickens, goats.
Yeah,
it's basic. Maybe their religion teaches it like that's the devil. Like all this, we don't want all your electronics. We don't want all your. Maybe that's what I haven't really took a deep dive into the Muslim, you know, religion, but that's probably what they view it as. Hey, those are your guys' culture. Don't bring that to us.
Yeah.
So the way you see the corruption in the California Department of Corrections, did you see any of that in the Army? Do you see anything?
No.
No.
Because I was too young, too low on the totem pole. I was just a grunt, bro. I was just a foot soldier. So like, I'm not seeing corruption. I'm dealing with a fight. Was there corruption? Technically, the whole war was a corruption. If you really want to talk about us invading Iraq.
Yeah. So how long were you there?
13 months
total.
February of 2004 to like March of 2005. I was there for the new year. I was there for the first election in Iraq. That was a crazy freaking day, bro, because the insurgents did not want to, they didn't want that. They didn't want them to have a democratic voting system. Ooh. So that whole entire day was on and cracking, man. We had to put a curfew on. They couldn't drive around past a certain hour. They kept bombing us, bombing our camp. It was
like mortars, right?
Mortars, rockets, mortars. It was on and cracking.
You get desensitized really quick, obviously, because there's bombs going off constantly. But another one, like you said, the guy blew up. Was that supposed to happen?
I don't know. Not a sense of. I don't know. The desensitization is a quick process or a slow process, but it definitely happens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because you're getting mortars and bombs. You just chuckled at it. You know, because you're like, they're trying again.
Not just that, bro. One of the most stuff is like the gruesome stuff you see. Like that was very. I would hope a human would never become desensitized to all the gruesome things, but you know, like myself and others have become desensitized. It's nothing to us, but that's not a good. That's not a good place to be.
Do you remember the moment that it had, or something you saw where you're like, wow, this is just common to me now?
In 2003. Myself and my best man were in the barracks in Germany, and on the news was the capture of Saddam Hussein. They captured him in Tikrit.
December 15th, I believe.
In 2003. And me and my best man were drunk and mad. We're like, man, we missed the war. Look, they already caught Saddam Hussein. The war's over. Because this is us prior to going there. We signed up for the infantry. This is bullshit. Like, I wish we were there. Well, fast forward, we eventually would find ourselves there, right? So after a whole entire year of seeing a lot of carnage, to answer your question, do I remember a time? It was January. We had been there a year. So you can just imagine what we've seen in a year times frame. And we roll up on a car that had gotten shot up by other Iraqis. So there's a lot of tribal war and sectarian violence between the Sunni,
like civil war
between the Sunni and the Shia, right? There's a hole in this dude's head. He's like this. His brains are like right here. The car's shot up. The car is in a canal bed with no water. And my friend's over there taking pictures of the body. I mean, I got the pictures, I got the videos, and he's taking pictures. The dude's family members show up and they see him. They see, I think it was the dude's son that saw the father like that. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. So like, you know, to keep it real on your show, like my best man started laughing and then I started laughing, like a sympathetic nerve laugh. Like, and I've dealt with a lot of trauma and like that does like to me, one of the coping mechanisms, I guess. And people think like, oh, what a weirdo, he's laughing. But like, I think it's your body trying to fight it.
It's just so messed up. It's almost
it's so messed up that your body can't like fucking process it. So we're like, fuck. So we're sitting down on the edge of the canal road, and I tell my best man, dude, you remember we were sitting in the barracks when they captured Saddam, and we wanted this, and now we just can't wait to get out of here? He's like, yeah, bro, I want to get out of here. And then he tells me, hey, do you think that when we go back home, we're going to have issues like Vietnam veterans, Gulf War? And I'm like, nah, bro, we're good. Look at this dude's brains right here. And all we can think about is going back to the chow hall and eating breakfast. And now we're like, yeah, I hope it's still open by the time we get back. But we didn't realize it had already
started to set in.
It already began. Because that conversation seemed totally normal.
Yeah, in real time.
In real time, it seemed totally cool. The dude's brains were there and we were hungry.
Oh.
But that's a year of BS.
Of being out there.
So what do you do to, like, what's effective in dealing with PTSD?
Not methamphetamines, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So that's what you chose?
When I got back in 2005.
Okay. Let's talk about this. All right. So I grew up in Merced, California. It's the meth capital. Yeah, meth capital.
Thought you were going to say Methtica.
No. Oh, Manteca? Manteca, they got the water park. It got shut down. But they did have a water park better than us.
I grew up in Merced. Well, I grew up in Brawley, so it's probably similar.
For real? Oh, I was like, what? Merced? Got you. Yeah, it's like meth capital, right?
Right.
So, I mean, throw a rock and you got someone that's on something.
Facts.
Right? So I know what that's like. I grew up with that. I did it myself in high school. My dad's a tweaker. I get it.
Yeah.
So dealing with that, why did you go, that's what I want to do? Because that's not a fun drug. It's not a fun, it doesn't feel good. But you're like, you're right off the war. You're straight off of all these crazy things you saw. I could see how that kind of like, I could see a 1 in a million person, it'd be you to go, you know, meth is the way to go on this one. Because that's a crazy choice to pick.
So I'm an alcoholic. Like for the record, I'm an alcoholic. Like that's what I am. Like by birth, I believe hereditary. Like I cannot drink, bro. Trust me. I can't even have one.
Or you'll be done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
It's been proven. Mm-hmm. So at that time in 2005, so you got to understand, not only did I go to the military right after high school, but I also came home as a civilian right after Iraq. So it was bam, bam. Like there was no break. It was straight from war to, I got out of the army, my contract was up. Timing. And I was self-medicating with alcohol, a fifth of vodka a night, plus a 12-pack of Coronas. I was only weighing 100 and at the time 165, maybe 170.
Drowning in it.
And then you asked me why meth and why you can throw it like a stone away. My neighbor to my left does meth. My neighbor to the right sells heroin.
There it is.
In Brawley. I had parties because I was like a popular guy, so I'm always having house parties, especially at that time. And I had a lot of money saved up from the war. And a lot of my friends from the Army and the Marine Corps had money saved up from the war.
These are young,
because we all deployed at the same time. So we all had $20,000 in our bank accounts at the age of 20.
Oh, that's scary.
And I tell my friend that I knew had something, hey, dude, get me something. And what he tells me is, like, do you want to stay up for days or do you want to stay up for hours? I was already faded. I'm like, it doesn't matter, bro, days. Because I guess the concept was that I wanted to stay up longer to drink more.
Oh. Yeah.
That's why.
It kind of sobers you a little bit, too.
I have no...
you don't remember, yeah.
So what I did, technically, dude, yeah, I'll be honest. I snorted meth for the first time, and that was that. And then, technically, it's kind of one of those things where once you've already done something once, what difference does it make if you do it 100 times? So
the first time, how bad did it hurt?
Did it hurt?
Burn
your nose, yeah.
Hurt, dude.
I mean,
down here.
I've snorted like, I mean, I'm not here to glorify drug usage, but I've snorted like coke and meth, and the meth burns.
Oh yeah, it's like putting alcohol in a cut. It's like, oh, it's just it's just not a normal feeling a human should feel.
But as far as like feeling, I fucking hated it, dude. I hated it.
Right?
Like I hated the feeling. It was the worst feeling.
Okay, but you chose to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's got a hold of you. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you like alcohol, you probably have addictive personality.
I do have an addictive personality.
That's all it really takes. Even if you don't like the drug, like it's a drug.
Yeah, I didn't like the drugs. None of them. And I just did them. And then especially towards the end, alcohol, it was not serving me at all. And it was getting me in trouble and I couldn't stop.
And you think, You were an alcoholic before you left, you said.
Correct.
But do you think all the war stuff, you're trying to drown it out?
It was like pouring gasoline on a fire. Oh. So if I would have had just either one of the two, I would have been screwed, but I had both going on.
How long did that last?
And youth. You know,
yeah, you're young, you're invincible, and you're probably just huge from the war still. You think you're Superman.
That went on all the way up until the year 2010. I was 26. Now, I did stop drugs prior to me becoming a correctional officer because I know, hey, if you're a law enforcement, you can't do drugs, right? So I was able to just stop that. Again, I didn't really like doing them. I just did them
because.
Yeah, just
you
because.
had a reason to stop.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I get it. You're at that night, you're drinking, your homie's like, bust that bag. I'm like,
everybody had it, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a community thing when you're with your homies. It's
everybody
like,
had
Come on, let's go. I get it. I've been there. But years of it, yeah, I'll take a toll on you. So 26, you're like, I'm done. Let's go the opposite of what I'm doing. Let's go be a guard at a prison.
Yeah.
And then I read something that your dad was also a correctional officer.
Well, that was like the pushing force,
yeah.
You know. He joined in 1993. I remember I was 9 years old at the time. I remember when he got the letter to go to the academy. I remember missing him while he was at the academy. At that time, it was only 6 weeks for him. And they made bank. Now, 2025, everything sucks everywhere, bro.
Really?
But at the time, they were making bank, bro. To be a CO, you were doing it.
Really?
Oh, bro, they had the girlfriend, the wife, and the truck.
Girlfriend, the wife. Damn.
The truck, the jet skis, the big house. They were doing it.
A good job in 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
Was he aware that you were like doing meth and shit?
Well, parents are parents, you know, and I'm a parent now. Fuck, dude. They didn't have the knowledge and experience, which I don't blame them because neither did I, to deal with me. Right? They probably just thought their son lost his fucking mind. Yeah. But I was actually suffering post-traumatic stress disorder and alcoholism. They would always give me shit about my drinking, always. And I was getting tired of it. I was getting sick of it. And one day I was drunk and they're like, hey, you need to stop fucking drinking. It's an issue. And I said, you know what? You think I fucking drink a lot? You should see how much fucking coke I do. And I could see the look on both of their eyes. And I go there. That's why you should shut the fuck up about my drinking. It's a lot fucking worse than what you guys are fucking complaining about. And then, you know, they did kick me out.
Yeah.
But they knew.
I'm assuming both parents are Mexican?
Yes.
Damn, I'm surprised they kept you around that long doing drugs and drinking like that.
They didn't, though. Like, I was on my own a lot. Living in my truck in 2005.
Ah, dude, you've been through. Okay, so you're an alcoholic if it's getting that bad to where you're the worst thing in the world.
I was living at a tweaker pad in Westmoreland, and then I got arrested. We did a beer run. I got arrested. So yeah, everything was crumbling, dude. Yeah. As a result of my behavior, right? I take full accountability, but my behavior, my addictions, my untreated mental health.
Do you feel like they should have rolled something out for you coming back, like from a war in terms of your mental health?
Well, so now in 2025, bro, it's well known, right? Like a lot of people know, hey, what PTSD is. Probably don't call people crazy. Hey, they experienced something, and a lot more people reach out for help now. So there's more knowledge. But in 2005, dude, I was alone. So earlier when you asked me, how can, you know, what do you do, Hector? What do you do? This is what I do, bro. I feel like I'm giving back because I want to be there for the people that are going through it, going through what I went through. It was dark, dude.
How do you do that?
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on YouTube, so like I tell people, I'm also on Instagram, so I tell people to reach out, and they reach out. Not only like military veterans, this is what I let people know, that you don't have to be a war veteran to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes.
You could have been a sex victim, a car accident victim, a burglary, theft, you know, something traumatic.
It's true. I know a couple people got home invasions. Now they're just
prison, bro. Prison. You know, a lot of my following are former inmates because, you know, I get it. And that creates post-traumatic stress disorder. And could you imagine being locked up for 10, 20, 30 years, dude? It'll screw your mind up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, humans aren't supposed to be confined like that. So it's going to mess up your chemistry in your brain.
I learned about, you know, how the brain operates. It's very like smart, dude. It's very cool to learn.
Oh yeah.
When you're talking about
learning about what
chemistry.
you're learning about with the thing you're learning about, it's just like, oh, what the fuck?
It's cool, bro.
Yeah, it is cool.
Because then you realize you're not crazy and your brain just got rewired and it's natural.
Yeah, or when you talk to people, you go, oh, you think that way too? I thought I was insane.
Yeah.
You talk to yourself 24/7? Okay, me too.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you're out, you're back, and you're like, you know what? Let me just get clean. At age 26, I'm going to go be a correctional officer and get my career started.
So I actually joined corrections in 2006. So I was still drinking alcohol for 3 years until I got sober. So even though I had the career, the girl, the house, and the car, I was still an alcoholic who was still drinking alcohol. And ultimately, I would wreck my truck in 2010, and then I had to seek help because I should have died, dude. I should have died. I should have been dead, bro, so many times. But I didn't even die in that accident, and I was pissed, dude. I was pissed that I didn't die.
Oh, it's kind of you're in a dark spot if you're thinking like that.
Yeah, bro. So, like, I really didn't have a choice to reach out for help. I mean, I guess I did. I hit my bottom, dude. So I went to the VA hospital in San Diego.
Oh, wow. That's
To the emergency
where you
room.
decided to go to?
Yeah, then I went into a rehab, a 28-day inpatient rehab for alcoholism. Now, if you would ask me if I needed rehab, I would have said, nah, fuck you. Like, I don't need that. That's for old people or that's for drunks.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, I needed rehab.
And it worked?
Oh, yeah. I've been sober ever since, bro.
Wow.
It really, what can I ask, what did they do for you?
So it's like, well, you're in a hospital, so you can give you your hospital bracelet. You got a bed there. You got a food, which I was finally getting some sleep and some good food. They have AA meetings every evening. So that's that. And then in the beginning, you're doing these classes, bro. So you got like former like addicts, alcoholics coming in and giving classes. And you're just learning about meditation and breathing techniques and coping skills. Coping skills are huge, bro. Because if you don't know how to cope, then you're going to revert back to what you know is self-medication. I had to learn how to be a human.
28 days. That was like how to take care of yourself.
I had to learn how to be a human, how to identify my emotions, happiness, sadness, anger. I had to learn about resentments. I had to learn how to be grateful. Oh, I was not grateful, bro. I was not grateful. I had to learn how to be selfless. How do I help others? Because I was a selfish individual, man. I was a manipulator. Always like lying to chicks, and I would marry them just to get what I wanted. I had no intentions on marrying them. You know what I mean? But like I was a big piece of crap for how long?
Yeah.
So I had to unlearn all that.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm asking because rehab, I've never met anybody that went to rehab for alcoholism. Everybody I know is still on drugs, you know?
It's not like a perfect formula because you had individuals that were in there that were still using.
For sure. I'm asking because my dad's a super, super bad alcoholic. And when
Okay.
he stops, he snorts crank. Like he's a drug addict.
Okay.
He motherfucker won't stop.
Right.
He was sober for 14 years and stopped last year. Like I'm dealing with this shit again.
And he's not going to stop until he's willing to stop.
I don't know what it is.
So like, that's another thing that people got to realize, especially people that have family members that are addicts or alcoholics. Me being one, there is nothing that will stop me, change me, want me to stop until I was ready.
Oh, I know that for a fact.
I don't give a fuck who it was.
Can't
And
be your
I've always
kids.
said this, like God could, like it was the judge, anybody, my dad, a priest. I'm not doing it, right? Till I came to the conclusion that, hey, this is fucking wrong. This is bad.
Was it gradual or did something happen?
Well, my crash in 2010, but it was gradual, bro. That was the cherry on top.
Yeah.
I'm seeing so many similarities. My dad's been trying to be a correctional officer for like 15 years. He was trying to get clean. When he got clean, same exact thing. You're talking like, that's exactly you're my dad.
What's his attitude about it? Is he like?
My dad wants to do it so bad. He really wants to. He's a truck driver. He hates being on the road. He's been driving for 40 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, since he was 15. You know, he's by himself all day. So he's like, he's a social dude. He's happy. He's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But he's just an addict, man.
Well, that's the thing. They're not like bad people. They're sick
Not at
people.
all.
We are not bad people. We're sick people, you know. But you could get better. You know what's funny about rehab is like, of course you're going to have former felons, former inmates in the rehab, right? Because it's just, well, there was one dude, a white dude, and we were sitting in a circle, group circle. And he's like, hey, Hector, don't you feel bad that you're a law enforcement officer and you're out here breaking the law and you can't stop drinking? I like laughed. And look, the instructor, the female, she kind of got like offended, and I go, nah. I was like, hey man, like alcoholism doesn't pick who and choose who it's gonna get. Like, it's get anybody.
Yeah.
So nobody's exempt.
Yeah. Does it ever get better? Like the addictions, like you're 14 years clean. Is it still as hard as it was when you started?
This is what I've heard in the rooms, and this is what I can say. It is easier to stay stopped than to get stopped.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Now, if you're asking me if I'm 100% cured, I am not, bro. And the reason why I know this is through other people doing their own experiments of going back out, drinking. Every time they'll say, oh, fuck, I picked up right where I left off and or worse immediately. So I cannot afford to drink again, dude, because I will die, bro. I will. That or even the worst thing, I'll kill somebody by drinking and driving, and then I won't remember. Because I was drinking and driving a lot, dude. Unwilling. Like people always say, oh, get an Uber. Bro, when I was under the influence, I was not making any sound decisions.
It like you said, it doesn't pick and choose. It just happens, and to whoever it happens to, it's got to hold you. For some reason, what you just said right now, all I'm seeing and hearing is my dad talk. The second he's drunk, he'll drive his diesel.
Right.
He does not care. I can take it away and be like, you have a spare? You had a spare? Fuck. And then we got to chase. It's a constant.
Right.
Like, I've been speaking to his face, going like, you're not even here. This is
Right.
Nothing in the world can make him give a shit at all when he's faded. It does
Right.
not matter. Nothing matters. He'll pull his gun out. He does not care.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
my dad would try to have those conversations with me, like you try to have with your father, and it just wasn't. I remember one time my dad said, like, "Well, what do you want to do, Hector?" My response was, "I just want to party."
It's my dad. I just want to drink until I can't.
Yeah.
see
And
my
then
dad-
my process at the time was, "Hey, I'm drinking. I'm not hurting anybody else other than myself. Just let me be. Let me drink and die." But in reality, now being a father, that's not realistic. That's not ideal. Ain't nobody want to see your loved one go out that
That's
way
word for word.
when they
what
don't
that
have
says.
to.
That's exactly what it says too.
Yeah, because that's the process. It's an illness, bro. It's a disease. It's a disease. It should be treated as such. And it's not willpower, like, oh, that person should have the willpower to quit drinking, because it wasn't willpower that made me stop drinking. It was turning my will over to a higher power, which was all part of a process. Spiritual journey.
God, this shit sucks.
Ah, you're
Sorry,
fine,
I'm
bro.
just like, just
Bro,
thinking
hey,
about
everything
that's
happens
the
for a reason.
worst.
Like, as we're conversing now, it makes sense now why Tommy G, like, fucking hooked us up.
Oh, for sure. The second he said 4 words, I'm like, yes, that's like everything. Because my dad's a drug addict, right? My other stepdad, my mom married we'll get into it. My mom is a Jewish woman, half Mexican, right? She looks white as it gets.
So are you half Jewish?
Yeah, my whole family, my other side's Mexican, right? My mom married a white supremacist when I was 7, 8. Like, we went to Corcoran constantly. He was constantly in and out of prison. You're gonna understand, because you see this stuff and you're like, how the fuck is that possible? Like, I'd walk in with my sister, dark as night, with this Aryan ass fool in the you know, the concrete room where you visit people, and like there's a little walkway and there's the vending machines and shit. And I never understood like why it was so fucking bad, like why it was so evil, because he's such a cool dude. He's like my dad, basically.
Yeah.
But like, I even told him, like, there'd be times where you see the little square where the window where they're walking down to come to the visiting room,
Right.
and he just has this fucking death look. And then as
Yeah.
soon as he sees us, he's like, "Oh, it's my dad." But to see the change, I'm getting all like the little shakes and shit. Like, you know, the change of like, you see it. You see these guys with their kids, and they go back, and they're just fucking back to who they were. It's always like a switch I saw that like made me feel sick.
But it's which wolf you feed, the good wolf or the bad wolf, man. I have a 7-year-old daughter, and she's seen me flip, right? I can flip. Like, I had that two sides to me, from all the violence that I partook in Iraq, from all the violence I partook in the prison system. Like, I became an expert at that, and it's a switch, dude. So I mean, if you want to go back to like the prehistoric times, like, yeah, cavemen and Spartans and the warrior mentality, like, yeah, you need that. You do need that for survival, but you need to be able to control it, not be a loose cannon.
No, for sure. I just thought it was frightening.
It's not pleasant, bro. It's scary.
Yeah, especially as a kid, like, I know you as the other guy. I've never seen that guy before.
It's scary. My daughter, I've seen the look on my daughter's face when she sees that part, that quick, brief, right? I don't always flip out, or when she sees that glimpse, I see that look on her face, that reaction.
Did you have that with? Did your dad used to freak out too when you were a kid, or like was he controlled as?
My dad's like an old school OG Mexican, old school. Nah, the dude, he can control his anger. I say the dude, my dad. He can control his anger, right? And that's something I cannot do or could not do in the past. Would he whoop my ass with a belt? 100%.
No, my dad's never. My dad just hit me once. My mom would beat the shit out of me.
Well, my mom would beat me too, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a different world. But just I was just hearing these comparisons. So we're jumping into you. You're 26. Now you're going into corrections. So the reason I brought that up is because I've seen so many different, going to these prisons and seeing, oh, this guy, now he's got a face tat. Damn, I haven't seen him in a year.
Yeah.
Or, you know the guards, you know their names and stuff like that. So growing up in that, I always thought it was just like, it's just a place. And then until I got older and when he started telling me, when my mom and him got divorced, he started like, because we walk around town and fools would hit him up constantly. And it was weird. Like he had all these crazy bolts and tattoos and white is right all over him and shit. So it was weird walking to the store and fools look at me like, what the fuck are you doing with him?
Yeah.
It was a weird, like, he spoke fluent Spanish. It's a different, we talked about it before. Dude, every time I talk about this, I get this little, like, little kid shaking my chest.
He's a demon. I mean, fast forward
it's real,
today,
bro.
like,
It's real.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, the dude.
Guns
real.
on me and then talking about this shit, I get this little, like,
Guns on you?
Yeah,
Well, fuck, I don't think anybody likes guns on them. Right?
I'm saying there's something about it that just makes my fucking chest won't stop.
Yeah, having guns on you is drink some water, bro.
Yeah, I think I might. Oh, damn, I haven't thought about this in so long. What's up, guys? Taking a moment from this pretty intense episode to talk about one of our sponsors. Today's sponsor for this episode is MyBookie. If you're going to bet on anything, anytime, anywhere, make sure it's with MyBookie. And if you're going to do it, use code DOPE as usual to get a deal. And that deal is a $10 casino chip. $10 could be $1,000 depending on how you do it. With that casino chip, they're going to bet you on your first bet up to $1,000. For example, you want to bet on the next UFC with Duplessis versus Chimab. Probably said it wrong. You can bet, say you want to bet $30. Bet $30. Use our code, and the second you use our code, MyBookie's going to bet $30 on top of yours. Listen to what I'm saying. You want to bet 100? They're going to bet 100. So now you just bet $200 versus your 100. MyBookie is doubling up your bets and matching them up to 1,000. Also, for you all you tech wizards out there, they also accept Bitcoin. If you sign up and you use Bitcoin and you want to bet with Bitcoin, you get a $1,000 signing bonus. You can get bigger bonuses, faster payouts, and most importantly, higher deposit limits. So once again, use code DOPE as usual when you check out or when you sign up and get up to $1,000 matching bonus and the $10 casino chip just by using our code DOPE as usual. Thank you for supporting the brands that support us. Back to the episode. But yeah, just growing up in that, like that environment, seeing that, and then, talking, my best friend's dad was the sergeant of our police force. Mm-hmm. And then here I am, my stepdad is this Aryan, terrible dude. So like the juxtaposition of everything and like I don't know, I just thought it was always so odd growing up, and I've never talked to a guard before, ever. Because why would I? Especially growing up with that as my dad, like why would I know one? So, and then my dad tried to become, it's all been a weird
prison
thing.
cycle.
Cycle with growing up. So with you, you're seeing the ins and outs, these gang names, the certainly, you see this, you're at work every day.
Right.
I talked to my cousin the other day. He's like, that wasn't on the news. Like, it's not going to be on the news.
Correct.
Like, he cut his head off. He's like, yeah, we found him in the morning with no head. Like, how? It's not even the news. What's the percentage of things that are going down that nobody ever finds out about?
Well, like people getting their heads cut off, that would make a news type of something. But stabbings occur daily. Stabbings occur daily.
God.
That's a fact. Attempted murders occur daily, then they will not be in the news. The only things that make the news in reality are homicides and escapes. Mm-hmm. Everything else is free game, man. Overdoses, suicides, riots. Unless it's a riot on a large magnitude, then it will make the news.
How did the 9 inmates or whatever in New Orleans get out?
Yeah, because they had assistants, I believe. I didn't really look too much into it, but I believe they had assistants.
Gotcha.
That's kind of the only way you get out, right? Someone unlocking the door for you.
Or giving you tools.
Because you can't get over those fences.
It's electrified fence. I never speak about the electrified fence because it is confidential, right? All the information regarding it. But if you touch it, you're gonna die. I was the OP sergeant, so I would see the rabbits hit it, and they would fry. It would smell like chicken, burnt chicken. They hit it.
I never thought about wild animals.
Oh, bro, I seen that fucking possums, raccoons, motherfucking rabbits all the time hitting that fence.
The inmates know this, though, right?
Correct.
Okay, so no one tries because it's impossible. Oh,
there's other ways, right? Like there's other. You don't have to go through the fence. I mean, there's other ways, and they'll try. We just had an escape not too long ago of the inmate was getting transferred to a courthouse in Delano. The inmate's name is Cesar Hernandez, and he took off running.
I saw that clip.
But he made it to TJ, Tijuana, and killed a cop. And then they caught him in Tijuana.
He made it all the way out?
He made it to Tijuana, yeah. But he had assistance as well.
Somebody picked him up outside or something.
Yeah, but imagine how bad that sucks for that person, because I heard that person is now in custody. That helped him. Bro, you're probably going to get charged with the murder of a cop in Mexico. I don't know how that's going to work, but you're screwed.
Oh, man. I can only imagine. Yeah, I saw the clip. I can't believe he got out. I just saw him running.
Took a fucking risk, bro.
I mean, if you know you're done, I'm jumping on the window. I get it. I understand.
So let's say you're just a regular white dude in California, like Andy Dufresne style, and you like just make a mistake and end up in prison. What's your best game plan?
It's a good movie, Shawshank Redemption.
Great movie.
One of my favorite movies.
Mine too. So you go in there. The thing is, you're gonna have to run with the whites because everything is racially segregated here in California. You got the blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, and then the others, which consist of like Native Americans, like Asians, Pacific Islanders, Samoans.
So there's I'm just chilling over here.
Well, sometimes the Native Americans will fall under like Sureño, like Mexican. It all varies, right?
Yeah.
But
you got to be down with something.
Yeah.
You can't be by yourself, right?
Correct. Depends. If you fall in like an S&Y sensitive need yard, but everything is so messed up right now. Your best bet, bro, is to stay with the whites. I mean, you don't really have a choice, and you are going to be told to do what you're told to do. If they tell you, hey, man, stick this in your butt, you're going to stick it in your butt. And that's what you're going to do. Take this knife to the yard, you're going to take the knife to this yard. Stab this guy right here. You are going to stab this guy, you're going to stab that guy. And if people don't understand why, because if you say no, you're going to get stabbed. Like there's no ifs, and, or buts.
And if you don't die from say you say no and they stab you, like, are you still in our gang?
No, dude, you're done. Once you say no, you're done. They're just going to continue to try to stab you till they kill you. Killing people to them is nothing.
No, for sure. They have nothing to lose.
We're up to 86 murders within the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation since December 2022. That's a lot. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I bounced, because I foresaw the carnage coming. I want to know.
Really?
Is all gangs so racial, or is that mainly like a California thing? Or is all prisons like...
California is different than the other states, especially with the racial segregation. But racial segregation is not a bad thing, bro. It's not a bad thing in prison. Probably in the streets it is, right? I don't want the viewers to get the wrong idea. Yeah. I don't want people to have different drinking fountains. But in prison, that actually adds to their security. For instance, like if this is the white area, there should be no reason why a black or a Mexican is walking through this area. If there's a problem. So it's kind of an alert system. And it prevents victimization. So you can't have 5 black guys rape a white guy because that's just not going to fly. All the whites are going to go off. Or whatever race, vice versa.
Yeah.
It's protection.
So when it comes to that, I have homies that done time in so many areas. I feel like that sexual shit isn't in California as much. I feel like it's like more common in the South.
So you're correct.
Yeah.
You're correct. When it comes to the sexual stuff, what it will look like is in the cell. In the cell, if you have a older or bigger suspect victimizing maybe a younger and smaller victim. That's new to the prison system. It's like, hey, man, try to take his manhood. Or get him drunk and then try to take his manhood.
Will the kids try to come to the CO and let you know what's going on, or like that's
Nah, bro. In those instances when they were victims and they actually got victimized, nah, bro. It's just I want you to imagine a real sexual victim where they have been victimized. There's a whole process for it. I'm talking about the legit ones, right? Because there's a lot of like fakers or people that like to milk the system, but the real ones, like they'll approach the cop afterwards and say, "Hey, I got this happened to me." Fuck, dude, you got to go through the whole process, bro. You go out to the hospital, you're getting examined. We got to arrest a suspect, send him away. It's like, and sometimes those victims, they kill themselves because of the guilt or the embarrassment, shame. That has to be one of the worst acts to be done upon you.
For sure. Especially by, you're just supposed to be doing your time and shit.
Yeah, it's not like, it's not rampant in California, but it does happen from time to time.
Yeah. Right now, like you said, because like I said, I was talking to my cousin and I asked him, like, so what happens when someone comes up to you? He goes, like, you don't have no guilt inside? Like, yo, this kid's small and that guy's going to do some crazy shit to him. Leave him in the cell. When you go home, you're like, damn, I hope he's good. Nothing? Fuck, I could never do it, man.
Nothing, bro. I mean, it ain't my fucking problem. You know what I mean? Not to be rude, not to be like calloused, but I mean, no, bro, nothing. Like, what are you gonna do? Get emotionally invested in somebody else?
Bro, it's like, hey, switch him out of the cell. That guy's crazy.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take nothing for you to go switch him.
Well, that's if you knew that was gonna happen.
That's all I'm saying. Like, yo, this guy's a weirdo. This kid's a 110, brand new.
But it's like the next guy's probably a weirdo too, though.
Correct.
Yeah, I get it.
Any case that I had ever seen like that, you wouldn't have. I wouldn't have been able to foresee it. You know what I mean?
Got you.
But in the past, they would call him the booty bandit. Now, in the past, if you had from what I heard, I'm talking about like 1990s. If you had a young inmate that was acting up and acting wild, I heard they used to purposely house them with the booty bandit to teach him a lesson. Right now, that's the past. That's a long time ago. I don't have any knowledge of that. Yeah. But
so right there, ready? We know that guy is a bandit. Let's go stomp him to death. Who's gonna say anything? Wouldn't you take out the trash yourself a little bit at that point?
I mean, who is he trash though? He's just raping other inmates.
That's what I'm saying. He's a rapist. My brain works different. I guess.
No, it doesn't work like that. No. It all depends on what race, right? Because there's different rules per race. Like the Mexican will not allow it.
Does not fly.
The whites will not allow it. Yeah. So it kind of like narrows it down, and it's kind of one of those common knowledge where like that's what, it's okay. They're okay to stay on the yard. So yeah, for sure, bro. When I was a lieutenant recently, 2.5 years ago, on the general population yard, there was a dude. And that dude would always be like, hey, what's up, LT? Damn, you looking like you're getting big, right? Like telling me he was a big guy too. And I would look up his shit. Oh, he had that in his file. And after I read it, I'm like, oof, I better not say what's up to this dude like that. Motherfucker might get the wrong impression of me. This fool checking me out as I'm walking by, but I'm not gonna smash on the dude. I'm just gonna avoid him.
Yeah, but that right there, like say you do know, like you.
He had it from the past though. Like it was in his previous history. I don't know if he's doing it.
But like say this is a question. Prisoners go in there and like, yo, what are your charge? Oh no, you're done. Like against a woman, you're done. Or against a kid, it's over. But if you're being a raper weirdo in jail, shouldn't you be smashed out in there too?
No.
That's crazy.
No, like that varies. Now let me break it down since you brought that up. If it's on the streets against a woman and a child, you're done.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah.
Unless it's a certain race, then it's okay.
Black folks let that happen?
And I'm going to get a lot of controversy for this because there's some black people on YouTube or former inmates that are like, nah, where I was at, we didn't let them stay there.
It's only certain areas.
But where I've been, yes, there's been sex offenders on general population. It was fucking normal program. Like everybody it was just common knowledge. Like, yeah, fuck, that dude has an R in his jacket. That's what they call it. So like, now, if they're in there doing that, bro, because you got to understand, prison is so weird that you could be a man making love to another man and in love with him, and the other guys are not even gonna look at him weird.
No, he's just a gay guy. He's gay.
Correct.
It's fine.
That's on an S and Y yard though. So if everybody's okay with weird shit, like on an S and Y yard, and typically that's where the majority of those incidents would happen. Gotcha. Now they can and have happened on a general population yard, but you know,
that's frequent. The wildest shit I think I heard you say in the one interview was like, if the prison starts getting overpopulated, they'll start letting the gangs, like the different races, like basically take each other out. Like, we need to thin the herd out a little bit. We're basically going to let them
So I joined in 2006. There was an overcrowding problem within the California Department of Corrections. You had every cell filled with 2 inmates, and then you had bunk beds on the day room that were not even supposed to be there. I didn't even know. So you had 240 inmates per building with only 3 officers on the floor.
No, thank you. Dude.
Oh, it was bad, bro. It was sketchy. So
Stay behind a wall.
So I came in at that time. I thought that was normal. But once they went away, it was not, bro. I've gotten surrounded numerous times by inmates sketchy. It was sketchy. But that's when they released a lot of these guys to the streets. I think what maybe you heard was that we were purposely mixing inmates so they can freaking kill each other. And then that's when I bounced because I didn't want no part of it. Yeah. That's called the non-designated integration. That was started in 2019.
Oof. Oh, this is new. Oh, this is
I bounced,
terrible.
bro. I fucking bounced. They were making us mix like child molesters and like, not that I got love for child molesters because I don't, but with like GP, general population inmates. And of course they're going to die, but it's also fucked up for the GP because it's like, hey, you're adding on more time because we did this.
You have to do it. Someone's got to take these years.
Correct.
Oh.
So it was all bad, bro, all the way around. And then that's when I left the system.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you said we've had 86 murders since 2022, right?
As a result of all this.
So what about the ones that aren't being, what about the stuff that's not being?
Overdoses and suicides.
Nonstop.
Bro, they're fuck. I can assure you from my experience that it's double the numbers. The overdoses for sure, bro. We were getting overdosed inmates daily. They even have Narcan now. The inmates
in jail.
The inmates are in possession of their own Narcan now, which is wild.
How bad it is.
Because they know they're on drugs. That like.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Do you realize how many chests we pump on? Blue dudes that are like dead. That are dead. Like no pulse. Blue. Throw up. Pee. Poop. The cops get there. They drag them out of the cell. Start pumping on their chest, and then bring them back to life.
Oh.
This is daily, dude. This is fucking plaguing the department. And, you know, the officers give me props for, like, speaking on this. Like, yeah, thank you, Hector. Like, we do fucking do this every day. The AED defibrillator, we got that. So the nurses got that. You just, like, put the pads, and it'll say, stand by, initiating shock. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like the fucking movies where the dude bounces. I think it's like an internal shock. And then hit him with a Narcan. Mm-hmm. So... Oh, bro, they come too.
You're a babysitter at this point.
Well, sometimes they die, right? Sometimes they die. They do die. I've seen plenty of death in prison, but sometimes we bring them back.
Yeah.
And you know what they do the following day?
Do it again.
But I would have conversations with them, like, "Hey, guys," and I'll be straight up, like, "Hey, dude, you fucking died, bro. Like, you need to stop. You need to stop." Right? Because I would talk to them. Hey, you need to knock that shit off, dude. You need to stop using. You're gonna fucking die, dude. Mm-hmm. And I would try to like talk some sense into them. They would always be like, "Oh, I know."
Mm-hmm. How hopeless!
It's hopeless, bro.
Oh.
And then one of the big things you speak about is like the power kind of being taken away from the COs and like it being so like politically correct that it makes it hard to do your job.
Dude, when I came in 2006, I pretty much had the freedom to do whatever I wanted. Right. In retrospect, and of course I was not going to abuse that authority or power, but from then on, they kept changing little rules. And it wasn't the laws, bro. The laws and the rules were not changing. It's that the higher ups and the politics were spinning a narrative and holding you accountable for doing what you used to do in the past because they didn't want you to do that no more. But the rules never changed. The rules never change.
Are they trying to avoid getting sued? They're getting lawsuits from the inmates constantly?
That could have been one of the motivating factors. I don't know what pushed I mean, you saw it on the police, on the streets, man. When you guys would turn on the TV, it was the whole George Floyd thing, the whole defund the police thing. It was the whole get rid of all cops thing. That was going on inside of the prison. They didn't want us. They don't want the correctional officers to use force. So even if you're like getting attacked,
what are we supposed to do?
And you punch the guy back to defend yourself, you're gonna go under investigation. You're gonna have some idiot captain that's gonna try to burn you and try to get you in trouble. The thing is, I knew policy and procedure and the law and penal code very well. And I have common sense, bro. If I have a choice between getting killed or getting fired, I'm gonna get killed. I mean, I'm gonna get fired all day long. I'm not gonna fucking risk.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna risk my life for some dummy that wants to push an agenda. But these younger kids, and there's another reason why I left, they don't know no better. So if they're listening to a captain tell them like, hey, that you can't do that. Well, actually you can do that because it's in the freaking rules that you could do that, but they're just gonna follow. They're so scared, bro. These cops are so scared to do their job. They're terrified.
This. Yeah.
Bro, it's 2025, it is the worst that it has ever been. Coming from people from both sides of the fence, COs and inmates that had started in the 70s. They've never seen it like this. I bounced.
Too dangerous. I saw something saying if a prisoner doesn't want to be handcuffed, he doesn't have to be.
That's one of the reasons why I left too. That was probably the camel. We had an associate director sit right here next to me, table just like this. He came down from Sacramento. He's like, hey, if an inmate tells you guys he no longer wants to be put in handcuffs, you can't put him in handcuffs. So I'm like, yeah, okay. We all like laughed at him. And then he's like, no, I'm serious. You guys are going to get in trouble. And I'm like, whatever, dude. He was serious.
What are you supposed to do?
It's like the most fundamental thing of prison, the bars and the handcuffs.
So in the scenario that he's speaking, it's like you have an out of control inmate. Out of control, right? And you're like, hey, dude, turn around. I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Well, hopefully the inmate turns around, puts his hand behind the back, and you put him in handcuffs, right? And that's that. But if he doesn't, then you could be like, hey, dude, I'm going to put you in handcuffs right now. If you resist me in any way, I'm going to use force. Of course they're going to resist, bro. They're already wilding out. So when you grab them, and as soon as they do this, you have the green light to pick them up and slam them, bro. They resisted. Per the use of force policy, you can gain compliance, overcome resistance, effect custody, or subdue an attacker. Not so much gain compliance anymore. They took that out. But you can use force for a person resisting. And I guess that's what they didn't want to see anymore. So what they want is, if a guy says, no, don't cuff me up, they want you to just stand back and call the sergeant. And you guys all kind of like just surround them. And
security guards. You're a mall cop at that point.
Okay.
Surround them, bro.
Because
and have like a kumbaya moment, and then whatever he's asking for, he says like, hey, I demand a fucking cookie. Sergeant's like, go get him a cookie.
You got to go through this shit like 10 times a day, bro.
Prison got punk as shit.
100 fucking times a day, bro. It's fucking bad, dude. I couldn't stomach it anymore.
Exhausting. And they got nothing to do but just fuck with you guys.
And you can just imagine that type of behavior. So if they see their friend doing it and they're getting a reward at the end of that, it's nonstop, bro.
How real is it? Like I heard you saying like a prisoner can, and not to say anything about like transgender stuff, but a prisoner can decide that they want to be female. And now you got a male prisoner in the female population or whatever.
That push happened in like 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018. Same shit when it was happening out here in the streets. And then they passed that law where if you identify as whatever you identify, you get to be housed at that prison. So it's probably dating back to 2017, 2018. You have men, biological men in female institutions. Now, I don't got to tell you how that ended. Rapes, pregnancies, lawsuits. I had the women inmates reaching out to me like begging for help, and former women inmates like, hey, Hector, like bring this to light for us. Like this is fucking bad. They're not. Imagine you're a man, you're a woman, and they throw a man in your cell.
Yeah, what?
And you can't complain. and they punish you for complaining.
Wolf,
And some of those dudes had rape on their jacket, bro. Some of those dudes were sexual fucking predators. Just manipulating the system. So to me, that's, unethical.
It's still like that? Like, that's how it is?
I don't know what has transpired lately, but the world now knows about it, and I think they have made some moves. Like, maybe move some people around. But I'm sure you probably still have one or two dudes hanging around.
Oh, man, because I remember my stepdad talking about there's girls in my prison. Like, there are guys that...
But when you go into that topic, bro, and you want to talk about taxpayer money, I'm talking about breast implants on taxpayer money.
In prison?
In prison. I'm talking about like sex realignment surgery in prison on taxpayer money. That's a fact.
So you just go to jail and get it done for free?
Fact.
This is bullshit.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I've never felt more angry.
More robbed?
Yeah, more robbed. Like, you go to prison for, like, I wanted to get tits. So I shot a guy.
I mean, they got them, bro. They got tits. They got tits, bro. Like, they're dudes. I mean, they're in love, bro. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's prison.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that prisoner's like, I fucking scored. At least it looks like a chick.
Oh, bro, they fall in love. So, like, I've seen male inmates like in tears, bawling over like if one of the transgender got in trouble and had to go to the hole and get separated. Oh, I fucking love you, baby. I heard that. I fucking love you, baby. And I remember there was an officer, because I was a lieutenant, so I was a supervisor. There was an officer next to me. I'm like, hey, bro, you remember your first piece of ass?
Oh, man. It must be so wild. Just the shit that's said.
Yeah. He's in love, bro. It's like...
Well, I mean, you know what? Some of those fools, hey, man, they love each other. I get it. But yeah,
love is love, bro.
It's crazy that you can do that on taxpayer money.
That should be the next reality show.
like locked up 60 days in. Like, I got my dick cut off, going to jail.
I'm not volunteering to be the host, bro.
No, you're the perfect host for that show.
You're just a narrator from home, narrating the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. Voiceover.
Okay. So I have a question. And you tell me, I know it's true, obviously, but you tell me how deep this goes. You know, I grew up with my stepdad. I grew up with him in and out constantly. And he's a monster. Like, I've seen him do horrible things. And he can fight. I don't know how people learn how to fight like that, obviously, in jail. It's disgusting. He'll bite your face. He'll do whatever you need. He told me, he's like, I went in there at 18, or he was in YA from 14 to 18, and then went in 18 to 25 or something. But he said YA is 10 times worse than any prison he's ever been. Like the boys' homes.
I would imagine it is. I have zero experience.
Okay, so
but I would imagine it is, especially from what I heard. And it makes sense, bro. Juveniles, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to. I've never been able to ask anybody else that. Okay, so from that experience, he's in jail. He's in prison, and he's like, yeah, guard. You know, we'll set up fights. We have fights. We have fights in certain parts where there's no cameras. Like, and then sometimes we have those death matches where one person's dead, someone's gonna die, or maybe. All right, this one's knives. Is that shit real?
So I came out on Vlad TV not too long ago, and I said that I allowed fights to happen, right? But then when I reheard it, I'm like, oh, that just sounds bad. But it's one of those things where, like, hey, it's prison. I can't stop a dude from doing drugs, right? They're gonna do drugs regardless. They're gonna fight regardless. They're gonna fucking kill each other regardless. And it's one of those things, like, if I don't know about it, then it doesn't matter. Like, if they have problems, bro. They got if an inmate steals from another inmate, that inmate's gonna get dealt with by his own people. I can't fucking stop it, right? But am I aware that dude's gonna get his ass kicked? It's kind of common knowledge. The dude's gonna get his fucking ass kicked for stealing. So it's one of those things. Do fights fucking happen? Yeah. Are there some officers that allow fights? One thing I will never do is assist. I'll never assist in allowing inmates to fight each other.
Oh, he said they were betting.
Well, there was a whole alleged gladiator fights in Corcoran. Well, that's where he was at, Corcoran. You said that was back in the day. Yeah, that's what it was said, that it was fucking betting.
Yeah, he's like, they were betting on us.
That was that.
So he's not fucking lying to me. Okay, that's exactly what he was. Yeah,
Corcoran. Yeah. That was that big ass fucking allegation, a big ass fucking scandal, whatever it was. But do viewers or your audience still think that that's how prison is? Do you have COs in 2025 betting on fights? Where I was at as a former lieutenant, I didn't see that. I don't see that happening only because the different breed of youngsters, the COs, they're like baristas from Starbucks, bro. No, seriously. Like, you know, the type of baristas, and it's not a shot at baristas because I want to be one right now. No, I'm seriously considering like applying, but they don't got it in them. Like, they're not fucking killers. They're not fucking heavy hitters. They're just youngsters. They're not going to be betting, bro. They're scared. They're scared to talk to girls, let alone bet on a fucking fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of it.
Different generation.
Correct.
I've seen some young guys that are like, "Dang, you're a wild mother," but it's not like it used to be. Like
Correct.
Everyone's wild.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna have your youngsters that know how to handle themselves, know how to conduct themselves, right? But I'm talking about like the whole.
It's a TikTok generation for the first time.
Yeah, bro. So, and it varies, man, from location to location.
Yeah.
There's 33 prisons in California, approximately.
Speaking of California, what was your thoughts when you saw the military going into LA during the riots recently?
The National Guard. Like, what was my thoughts on the National Guard going into LA or the ICE doing their thing in LA?
Like,
Shit, both, dude.
yeah, like them. You know, it was for us.
Okay.
It's weird because it's like the military, the National Guard, whoever being used against the people.
So when it comes to like ICE, the way I view it, right, even though I am Mexican, the way I view it as this was a result of the previous administrations just having an open, free floodgate that now it took this administration to kind of like do what they're doing, right? I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but I'm just stating how I see it. And then as far as National Guard, I don't know. I don't watch the news, bro, but I can only assume that Trump wanted to assist local law enforcement by utilizing them. And also, like, I'm not an emotional person to the point where I can see things for as they are. That's a double-edged sword. And numerous like military veterans that have experience can tell you that's a double-edged sword, because at what point can the government turn on you?
Yeah.
Right? And it's very true.
That we're paying for them to come do shit to us.
It's they make movies like that.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Yeah. It's
You got to be watchful. You got to control them. The American people have to control their government. They have to be checked. Let me tell you that. I'm not encouraging any violence or anything. What I'm saying is monitor them, observe them, and if they do something wrong, call it out. Hold them accountable.
Yeah, you and Tommy G are friends.
Why?
He said the same shit, different wording.
He did?
Dead on.
yeah, for sure.
Same thing about our government, dude. He's the same. He's on the same wavelength.
But you got to understand, bro, I was a pawn in the game for 20 years. As a soldier and as a CO, I did their dirty work until I saw them like, wait a minute, man, hell no, get me out of here.
Which most people won't do because of like my career.
But I'm
my
not
this,
knocking
my
the
that.
ones that stay in because I saw an opportunity, right? God blessed me with a handsome face and be able to tell and a sense of humor to be able to like fucking tell the story.
Yeah. What do you think about like like military people that become famous afterwards, like Jocko or like David Goggins? I don't know if you follow a lot of
Yeah.
Or
Tim Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's getting fucking shit on right now. Bad. Is that real? I mean, I've seen like the pages talk about it.
They say that Tim Kennedy is like a pathological liar, bro, and that's what I'm starting to observe and witness. Yeah, like
Stolen valor shit.
Now, again, there is recordings of him saying he had a Bronze Star or awards with valor when he technically did not. Also being wounded in war, like a Purple Heart recipient type, when that is not the case. Basically, when it comes to Tim Kennedy, man, fuck, and I'm not a bash. I don't hate the guy, right? But if you lie, you lie. You're a liar. There was no need to like embellish your stories.
Never.
Because like, look at what I'm doing right now. I came out on scene on the YouTube 2.5 years ago, and I have yet to tell a lie. And I don't plan on telling a lie, but I'm going to continue to tell the truth. Nobody could ever say like, hey, dude, this dude is a liar. Once you do that, you lose all credibility.
Everything.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah, it sucks because like I know, not that I looked up to him, but like this dude's a UFC star, he's a war hero. Like we watched his videos on here, like he was over the top, but it's like
That's what some people say. They're like, bro, you didn't have to lie, dude. You were
Already
already a UFC
badass.
fighter. You were already a sniper. You were already a Green
Yeah.
Beret. Like that's in
it
itself
just
is
makes
badass.
me wonder, like what else, you know, or like it just
See, that's
doesn't
what
feel
opens it
good.
up. Like now your credibility is tainted forever. I can't even trust your opinion. That sucks.
We didn't care about those medals.
Not at all.
You already had
Correct.
us.
Not at all.
Yeah, the medals didn't matter.
Not
Like
at
it
all.
doesn't, bro. Yeah, ego, narcissistic people, right? Like So I know you said you had family members like in prison. One thing I learned through my experience is it doesn't matter whether you're a law enforcement officer, an inmate, a special forces soldier, a warden. I've noticed personalities. Some people are just like pathological. Some people are just fucking narcissists, like
Weirdos.
egotistical maniacs.
Met 'em.
You met them, right? Me
met
too.
some like that, dude.
Me too. So like that's another reason why I left the prison system, bro. The ones leading. Oh God, bro. They'll sell their own mother for a promotion, dude. Literally, like they'll fucking, dude. It's scandalous. Sometimes I fear for my safety because I've come out and blow the whistle, and I'm like, I wouldn't put it past them to attempt physical harm on me, dude. They want me gone, bro.
Who is it? Like, I know you hear private prisons. Like, who owns California prisons?
No.
Is it the government?
So in California, you have state prisons run by the state of California. You have federal prisons. I believe Victorville. That's the federal government. Then you have private prisons. That could be like CCA, private prisons, and those can hold like ICE detainees.
Oh.
So you got private, state, and federal.
Private meaning just...
Like a CCA. Well, I don't know what CCA stands for, but like California Correctional Association. They hire guards. They're guards. They're correctional officers, but it's through their company. Private.
Oh, private security.
Private prison, but yeah.
Gotcha. And then... Okay.
So somebody's just
That makes
making
sense?
money off
Yeah,
people going to
yeah,
jail.
yeah.
Well, if it's ICE,
So-
that's a government
Because
thing too.
then they get money per inmate, basically. Then the government has like overflow or whatever.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and that's the whole like Alcatraz Island or whatever they call it, Alcatraz, Alligator Alcatraz. I would go as far as to say that would be a private prison detention center.
You're not talking about Alcatraz in San Francisco.
No, I'm talking about the one that Trump did in Florida. To hold all these
I don't watch
detainees.
the news at all.
Yeah, something new. It's something new.
He
Like,
made a new prison?
yeah.
We have
Florida.
hell of them.
This is Florida. This is they did it on an old air base too. I guess to scare the illegal aliens here in the United States. Like, hey, well, you're gonna end up in here if you don't take your ass back home on your own.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of like scare tactics going on at the moment.
That would scare the shit out of me. I get
Right.
it. I get it.
And especially after that, we wanted to talk about too the Salvador prison videos.
Have you seen that?
Well, yes, I have. Yeah.
That is over the top. But it's also like it houses the worst people in the country.
So
but it's like you're gonna die just from your brain not shutting it down.
So two things. A lot of people here in the United States say, we should have El Salvador's prison system here in California. That's what these inmates need. Realistically, I do not believe that the gang members of LA, California will allow that even to happen, right? They will fuck some shit up. They're going to fucking fight back. So I don't think that will last here or even be effective. Another thing is like, I remember I asked my dad, we were watching that documentary on that prison. I'm like, hey dad, you think they have staff assaults at that prison? Like, you think those inmates attack those guards? He's like, no.
No.
Doesn't seem like they even could. They're like,
No, you can't. You might as well be like this on your knees at all times.
yeah, it was like a movie. It looked like a movie. It looked
And they
like
keep the lights on 24/7 so your brain cannot shut down.
You have like 8 bunks high, no blanket, no pillow.
Nothing.
You shower when it's a fucking trough of water.
Or they give you a certain
Trowel.
amount of protein so everyone can't gain muscle. You notice everybody was the same size. They're the same build. Same build over and over. Skinny Mexican dude. Skinny El Salvador. Shaved head.
They're not Mexican, bro. They're like El
Salvadorian.
Salvadorian.
Yeah, I was saying. Skinny dude again, over and
yeah,
over.
for sure.
They don't look happy.
No.
They don't look happy.
And I watched another one on it saying some of those people are still trying to get trial because they're not even gangbangers. Some of those dudes are stuck in there.
I don't mean to laugh, bro. What a fucked up situation, man. What a horrible.
It's right outside the city. Like you can see life if you look out.
Yeah.
I don't know the statistics, but I heard that the crime got cleaned up in
The
that
crime
area.
dropped like what was it, 80-something %. That means there was only like 5,000 bad
That's
dudes
one
out
way
there.
to do it.
When people stop fearing prison is when it's like cool to like be a criminal.
I've seen it, man. It's wild right now, dude. You're seeing they just had a parole agent get killed in Oakland. Parole agent Bird, rest in peace. He was killed by a parolee like July 17th, bro. Like last week, he was killed by a parolee in the office.
As he's going to his appointment?
No, well, apparently, this is, I wasn't there. I don't have facts, but apparently that agent went to utilize the restroom, at which point in time the suspect shot him. Just walking out to the restroom and just shot him 3 times.
Damn.
Nice.
So, like, dude, the crime is off the hook here in California. Like, that's another motivating factor why I want to speak out, to let the public know, like, hey, you guys are in trouble. Like, this is what's out here.
Yeah, scary.
Okay, so you said El Salvador would never, the LA gangbangers will never let it. I mean, once you're in cuffs, you kind of got to, you can't really do anything.
That's not true.
No?
You can, they can pick cuffs, bro. Cuffs are, you can manipulate them with a homemade handcuff key. They break them.
Well, I'm saying
you could
like,
assault somebody with cuffs on.
a system though, like of your 24/7 eyes on. Like, do you don't think that could happen in like a smaller spot? I mean, because they're doing it.
They did have the security housing unit. Nah, bro, it's not feasible anymore. The whole system has changed. The whole culture has changed. You got the youngsters, the new generation, the like, again, the rules didn't change, bro. The rules have stayed the same that from when I first started. Mm-hmm. That's why I have no problem going there and be able to handle myself accordingly. It's that the whole system is rigged against you now.
Damn, I feel like they could do that shit.
Nah.
At least one spot. Try it out on the
You would
worst
have
people.
to. You would have to start from the top down, bro, and have to rebuild the whole thing.
Oh no, for sure, it would never happen because the way it's set up. I'm saying if they did implement it, I think it would eventually.
But
work.
then lawsuits, bro, because I don't think they have lawsuits in El Salvador.
Lawsuits, that's
Right? Who are you going to sue in El Salvador? Probably nobody.
Nobody.
Here, you got rights,
That's the difference. Yeah.
which is not necessarily a bad thing. We do need rights here in America, right?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Is that why you put out your book? Like, is your book like letting? I know it's like a guide for COs, right?
So the book idea came from, I only told one person I was going to quit the prison system because I didn't want to get sabotaged before I quit the prison system. He's a friend from work, lieutenant as well. And he's like, hey, dude, if you're really considering quitting, you should write a book and put all the stuff that you teach us, like all the lessons, all the like tips that you give us, and leave it for the youngsters. And I'm like, all right, cool. And that's what I did. I got on the computer, started typing away. And that's all the lessons I learned that were even taught to me by former COs or OG COs on how to conduct yourself.
So keep the old ways alive, basically.
Well, because the old ways will keep you alive. It's funny you said that.
All right. So it's Operation Yard Recall.
Yeah.
So it's a guidebook.
It's a guidebook, but I also blew the whistle in there too because I attached emails of the corruption and memorandums and text screenshots
In the book.
Oh, bro, I got receipts.
I gotta see this now.
I got receipts, bro.
You put them in the book?
I should have brought 2 books.
Oh,
but,
you put them in the book. That's incredible.
They're in the book, bro.
Damn, they must have been pissed opening that one. Could
Oh,
you
bro,
imagine?
they don't know what to do with me. Like, I've been doing this for 3 years. They've put 2 illegal search warrants on me already as a civilian.
Whoa.
Like on your house?
On my email address, on my personal email address.
Oh.
They last year, CDCR reached out to Google, YouTube,
To get it?
and said one of our current employees is violating our policy. We need access to all his email accounts, his bank statements, his phone numbers, and they put my personal email address, which is lying. That's perjury because I'm not a current employee. I fucking quit 2.5 years ago.
Oh.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to go after the COs that they think are in contact with me and that they think are giving me information.
Oh, shit.
So it's like Nazi German Gestapo tactics,
Yeah.
bro.
It's dictator shit.
It's a machine. It's a fucking machine, bro. And the funny thing is, like, the people that follow me are getting a real kick out of it. Meanwhile, I'm over here going through the gauntlet, you know, and so are the ones that I talk to. We're going through it. It's real.
That's why people would be scared to speak out on the things you're talking about.
It's difficult, bro. They're scared. The SEALs are scared, bro. It's nothing to be ashamed about. It's the reality. I'm not scared because I'm kind of wild with it. It's like, whatever the fuck. But is it a scary thing? 100%.
Whatever.
You guys seen that movie? You seen that movie with like Enemy of the State with Will Smith? This is fucking real. Eric Snowden. I just never thought I'd be the one to do this shit with CDCR like that. I would love to have just retired like a normal old man, bro. But I believe in a higher power. I believe in God, and I believe that everything transpired the way it did.
You're doing more good than yourself just getting your pensions, quietly hanging out with your life. You're doing more.
Yes, because the guilt would have ate at me, bro. And I've said it before. Like, imagine if I would have shut up the whole time, collected my pension, and then came out 20 years later saying, "Hey guys, look what they're doing," or they did this. Nobody wants to hear that. It's like, hey, dude, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you do something?
You had to start your life over. You quit your career, basically.
Yeah.
That was scary, bro. With that a four-year-old daughter at the time. My baby mama and I did not stay together after I left the department. 1 year after I left the department, we split.
Oh, was it have to do something to do with it?
I think so.
Really?
I think so. I think I failed to communicate and tell her like what my plans were and how serious it was. And she just kept like, I mean, all wives nag, but she just kept nagging like, "Oh, you're making another stupid fucking video again." But this is how I was making
about your stuff.
Yeah, but this is how I'm making money now. You know, like, hey, what the fuck? Like, now you're impacting me. How I'm trying to provide for us. So ultimately, I made the decision. I even told my wife. I said, "Hey, it's gonna be a lot easier to leave you than it was my job. I'd watch out if I were you."
Damn.
I told her straight up.
I'd watch out.
I kept warning her, bro, and she wouldn't fucking heed my advice. I said, I'm out. So I ended up leaving because it was affecting our daughter. Our daughter was watching an unhealthy relationship, and she was 5 years old at the time. I didn't want my daughter growing up in life with that experience. She now knows, like, even we don't live together, but my daughter is way better off, like, us separated. You know, she knows I love her, you know, and I tell her I still love her mom, even though I don't know how the mom feels, but like, she knows what healthy is.
As opposed to chaos.
Fuck yeah, bro. I can become a monster, bro. Especially like if you're nagging at me or picking at me, bro. Like, I can fucking lose it quick.
Yeah.
Marty, yeah, I know. Marty, damn.
You were talking about this earlier. So yeah, and then my daughter has seen me flip out a few times, and I'm like, nah, fuck no, I'm out. For the greater cause and the greater sake of everyone, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you know when time's time. You know when you leave your career. You know when you end your marriage. It's, you know when things are done.
But you know what sucks is always like the closest people to you, like let's say my parents, because they're old school or set in their ways. They don't want you to quit your job. They're like, no, stay there forever. They don't want you to leave a relationship. But like, you're right. When you know it's time to go, something has to change, man. It was broken.
Yeah, you can't fix it. Well, unless you want to become a zombie and just float through life because you hate what you're doing. Like, that's not the way to do it.
Right.
And I don't think you're the type to waste your life. You fucking left your career because of morals. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's always a different path, especially if you know this isn't yours anymore.
Well, now, like, it was scary initially, dude. It was scary. But now I feel like I got a grasp on it. Like, now I'm confident and comfortable. Like, and I love taking L's, bro. Like, I'm very good at going through hardships. I look forward to the hardships, which not that many people fear them.
Yeah, I think it's just because they have to deal with it.
I love hardships. Or not love them, but I don't
shy away from them.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's a challenge for no matter what it is.
And I try to embed that in my daughter too. Like, even if she'll spill the cereal all over my ottoman, she'll give me her big eyes, right? I'm like, it's okay, baby. Like, let's just get some napkins. Let's just clean it up.
Seems so simple, but that's real.
Yeah.
Versus acting like it's a huge big deal. And like,
like, she sees a lot of me like that. Like, I don't flip out over what I consider minor things.
Yeah. The one Jocko video is like, it's like kind of infamous now, the good video.
Good.
Yeah. That like, I don't know, that kind of clicked something in my mind when I first heard it.
I was at the hostage negotiator course when I heard that Jocko good. They actually played it for us there.
Hostage negotiator course?
Yeah, I'm a hostage negotiator, bro. Certified.
So essentially, you're real good at convincing people. That's what that is, a hostage negotiator.
No, because don't get the misconception that, like, hostage negotiations, it's like basically you learn good active listening skills.
Yeah.
And you're not a problem solver. It's like you got to literally listen to what the other person is saying and feeling, and they're in a crisis mode, and you got to bring them back to their norm. So if you know,
I've done that my whole life. Okay, I get it. I understand.
And you just learn
Without flipping people out. It's like
Yeah.
it's like trying to bring the Hulk back to Bruce Banner.
peaceful resolution.
Oh wow, there's a courses for that.
Oh, the FBI course, bro. Like, yeah, it's an FBI level course.
Do you just do this because of your background, or is anybody?
No,
can go
this
do
was part of the crisis response team. So, like, while I was employed with the CDCR, I became part of the SWAT team. Initially, I was a tactical operator, so the guy that kicks in doors, and then I got.
Did you ever go on that?
As a CRT operator, I was in a raid. Not a raid. I was in a riot where we mixed the GP and the SNY, where we mixed the enemy, and I shot a dude 4 times up the leg with a 40 millimeter, less lethal. But I didn't even feel cool about that. Like, I didn't get any satisfaction of shooting a guy that we purposely mixed with his enemy.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I apologized to the dude later. I saw him later. I said, yeah, dude, that was fucked up. Because that was initially in the beginning. We didn't know what we were doing. Honestly, we didn't know what we were doing, bro. The higher-ups, like, just threw that on our lap. We did it, and we're like, oh, no, like, fuck. And then shortly afterwards, I quit.
Yeah.
But, tactical operator, hostile negotiator, and then I became the commander of the team.
Do you do like a pistol skills training and stuff?
Pistol, bro. That pistol qualification course is fucking hard, dude. It is hard, bro. And you got like you have to shoot like from the ears up, like, and you cannot get outside of the line.
And you're moving.
You're moving. Moving and shooting is part of the qualification course, and then as far back is 25 yards with the pistol.
Damn, 75 feet?
No, 25 yards. 25 yards with the handgun.
Okay, yeah.
That's far.
It's part of the
That's
qualification
super far.
course.
Let's hear it past the cars.
Yeah, like a normal gun range is like
Probably
7 feet, right?
7 feet,
So-
15 max. This is 25 yards.
Do you teach that? Like, are you an instructor that like?
I'm not an instructor.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Do I have instructing capabilities?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you how to shoot a freaking gun accurately.
Do you do like competitions and like?
I never did a competition.
That's a whole world. I don't.
Correct. You know, the 3-gun.
It's kind of awesome to see it. I watched it online. It's pretty sick.
My weapons handling and experience has changed from like the military. That was more like brute. Like, just hit the motherfucker. Just hit the guy.
Yeah.
Right? Hit the enemy. Center man, hit him. But when I joined the CRT team, it's like, hit him right there. Like, hit him right here. And you're going to hit him right there. It was more surgical precision shooting.
So, movie stuff, right? So you have both sides. You have this prison side that you see. You have the military side. Like you brought up, I just saw Black Hawk Down. I'm getting hyped up. What movies have you seen that you're like, this is the most accurate war movie I've seen?
Oh, shit. Restrepo, but Restrepo was a documentary. Restrepo was a documentary.
Didn't see that.
That was the most accurate. That's the documentary.
Yeah, it was documentary.
So you
It's
want like
real-
movie?
Yeah, like what's the most accurate?
The Hurt Locker was the most inaccurate, and that shit pissed me off.
Inaccurate.
It pissed me off, bro.
Damn, it came out like to rally fools like that
Oh,
too.
it
What
pissed me.
happened?
The Hurt Locker was like a
What was so
nightmare.
inaccurate about it?
Oh, bro.
Everything.
The motherfuckers like approaching car bombs, like getting a thing. Yeah, we would approach bombs, but not that nonchalant. I mean, it varied. The soldier going off on his own to save a little kid, Iraqi kid, ain't nobody going out on their own, bro, especially to save a little kid. So the whole movie was fake. This one guy that was proficient in all weapon systems, like the sniper rifle, like the handgun.
never happen.
No, dude. Like, it was ridiculous. But the most realistic movie, fuck. I mean, Black Hawk Down, right? I was not in the Black Hawk Down type scenario where, not like that.
There's so many, dude.
It varies, man, because war is not like the movies.
No.
Nobody wins. It's a lot more gray. It's not black and white. That's for damn sure. You know, you actually get to hear the sound, smell the smells. And then the loss, bro, the loss. Movies do not document the hurt of loss, losing a loved one or losing a brother in combat. That is fucking, that'll rip you. That'll tear you like at your soul. Mm-hmm. One of my good friends got killed on my mom's birthday, September 10, 2004. Oh. From Torrance, California, Filipino.
From out here.
Yep.
Wow.
Edgar Daclon. And
you guys are on a mission, I'm assuming?
Yeah, patrol. Our camp had got mortared, and it was our job to go out there and try to find the area. Well, we had the location, and they set us up. There was a bomb right there.
Oh, here, they're coming here. Drop it.
Yep. They planned it. And it was just a matter of time before they planned that. They caught on to our tactics.
I heard you say that was like a regular thing. Like they bomb you, and then you use the tech to figure out where the bomb came from. Then you go and, I don't know.
It was just a matter of time before they put a bomb there and set us up. Mm-hmm. And on that day, that happened. It was fucked up.
So you're just approaching this building and just an explosion goes off?
It wasn't a building. You had the Tigris River to the left, or depending on which way you look at it. But to the left, it was a hardball asphalt street in a country back road. And then you had some little houses, little villages, but it was on that hardball road. There was a mound of dirt, and the roadside bomb was in that mound of dirt. So it was surface level. So when it blew, it all blew to him. Mm-hmm. It wounded my lieutenant. It wounded my friend O'Neill in the back of the head, and then it killed my friend Doc.
When you like land there, this is like a weird question, but like, is it considered when you land in a foreign country and it's a war situation? Is it considered like martial law on the citizens of the place? Are you guys the authority, no matter who the existing authority is, to the people there?
Yes and no. I guess it depends on what stage of the war you're in. In 2004, we were pretty much the cowboys, right? We can run over your car with a fucking tank, and that was happening. On accident, but it did happen. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I was kicking their fucking doors in. Now, this isn't to brag.
Civilian doors?
Yeah. I've kicked. Yeah. We will go on a raid, and I'll kick the fucking door off the hinge. Boom. Fucking door will go flying. The Iraqi, I probably sound like an asshole saying this, but this is the truth of the matter. The Iraqis would be like, hey, the door. Right after we go in there and fucking zip tie everybody and throw everybody to the ground. The door. And I would say, oh, go to the camp tomorrow, right? Go to the camp tomorrow. They'll pay you. And then the following day, I'll be doing guard at the camp, and they'll show up like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
Damn, that's like a fucking prank.
I'm glad you found that. I'm glad you found that amusing, bro, because that's the truth of the matter. Yeah. So in reality, at that point in time, we were fucking calling the shots. Mm-hmm. Who the hell else was going to tell us different?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I see why they're like Americans, like, oh shit, and they're big. Mm-hmm. Damn.
Did you ever hear about the Lackawanna 6?
What the what?
The part I'm from Buffalo, and there's a part of Buffalo called Lackawanna. We have like the biggest Yemenis population outside of Dearborn. So when 9/11 happened, they came and did a whole raid in this little town because there was 6 people that were connected, 6 New Yorkers that were connected to like.
No, I never heard about that, bro.
Yeah, it was a huge deal.
You're from Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard about that.
That's scary.
But like growing up, like we talk about it all the time.
How long have you been out in Cali?
14 years.
Oh shit, me too. Well, yeah, that's good. We're pretty much from Cali, bro.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah.
But yeah, it was weird because it was like that deep Muslim culture, like real deal. Like
we were assholes, bro. 2004, we were fucking assholes, bro. Over there. I mean, we're kids. We're breaking shit. We're fucking destroying shit. They tell us not to, but kids and like, we were fucking some shit.
I'll shoot that. Mm-hmm. I get it, man. And it's your first time on your own. You just got out of high school.
You guys are all juiced up and shit.
Hell
you train fucking monsters.
You know what you do not get fucking faded. Like, all right, cool. Like,
we were still getting faded. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Alcohol was.
Oh yeah, I had friends back. They would. You're not supposed to have it.
You're not supposed to have it.
But it's like prison. Like, hey, we're gonna send this package in.
Right.
But inside of this package is alcohol.
Yeah, the Listerine.
Yep. There you go. Or the little juices that you do the twisting. You just glue them back on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like sneaking shit into jail, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was everybody doing something, or was it like just you were the oddball if you were like sneaking liquor and shit.
No, so I wasn't even drinking that much in Iraq. I probably drank less than a handful of times in Iraq. One for sure on my birthday. I really didn't care for it at the time. You're busy fucking fighting. Yeah, you got to be on it. One for sure on my birthday. Got 2 tall cans. And then on New Year's Eve, I got fucked up bad, bro. Smashed. I got pictures. I fucking almost shot a 203 grenade in the fucking fob because I was a grenadier for a little period of time. And I thought I was putting a flare in. I was faded. I was blacked out. Again, back to the stupid shit I was doing. I thought I was putting a flare in there, but it was actually a high explosive HE round. My friends go over there, tackle me down, taking it out. They're like, fuck, the motherfucker put a HE round in there. I got faded, dude. Faded.
Damn, you almost killed yourself.
Well, I would have probably shot it over the fucking fence, but.
Oh, I thought it was a grenade you were putting into your.
So you seen the movie Scarface where it says "Say hello to my little friend"?
Of course.
That's a
Oh,
203.
you were putting it in the gun.
It's a grenade launcher.
It was a grenade launcher. I thought it was a parachute flare, like a star cluster, like lights. I was gonna fucking. It was fucking New Year's. I was faded like fireworks. But it turned out to be a fucking bomb, a grenade. Fuck. But they stopped me beforehand.
What's like a average day like? What is it?
Long, bro. Average day in Iraq and fucking at 2004 as a grunt.
And it's hot as it gets.
It's 145 degrees outside.
What?
That doesn't include your helmet, your
40,
vest.
145?
145.
It's crazy, dude.
You go outside the wire, meaning you leave the camp in your vehicles. You're out there. You're driving around.
What's your goal?
Drive around and get hit by a bomb.
But why are you even leaving then? To show presence?
Show a presence.
Ah,
That's it?
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Just
Self-driving
let motherfuckers
cars.
know you're there.
Yeah, bro. It was the stupidest thing. The reason why I think it's a young man's game is because there's no way I would be able to do this now as a reasonable, logical man. They had us walking on the side of the roads looking for bombs while we were driving like in the Humvees in the back. But they literally had us walking. It's like, dude, in reality, that's stupid as fuck.
Where's one RC car?
It's just really stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
That's just risky. That's just like that's just.
I remember one time there was a Camp Anaconda was a big Air Force base. We were about 15 miles south at FOB Palawada. And in between that 15-mile or 15-minute drive, you're going to get hit by a roadside bomb. So there was an engineer platoon, the red platoon. They got ambushed 3 nights in a row at the same location at the same time of the evening. As they were driving the route, they got ambushed by insurgents with AK-47s, RPGs. Like, they got fucked. They were not fucked up, but they got attacked, right? So on the 4th night, they told us, 2nd platoon, white platoon, we were the grunts, hey, you guys are going to drive with your lights on very slowly until you get attacked, and then you're going to kill them. We're like, what the fuck? Bait, bro. Because in reality, you always drive at night with your night visions on and no lights on. So you're driving in the dark, blackout. Every night we drove in blackout.
Which is night
with
vision?
night vision. So yeah, every night. So they told us, you guys are going to drive with the white lights until you get hit. I was 19. My sergeant goes, hey, how would your parents feel if they found out they were using you as bait? And I'm like, fuck, I didn't really think about that. Bro, I remember I was driving, like, in my Humvee, I was so fucking low. Like, thank God they didn't hit us, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. We were going to do what we were going to do anyways, but they didn't hit us that night.
It's completely bulletproof, right?
No, dude.
That's why he's ducking down.
I was in we had 2 up armored Humvees, which were bulletproof, which I was not driving. I was driving the M9, whatever the fucking supply Humvee was. Was not bulletproof. At one point in time, it didn't even have a windshield, bro, because it got blown out of a bomb.
Trillions of dollars.
I actually drove from the middle of Iraq, Balad, all the way up to Mosul, up north, without a windshield. Without a fucking windshield, bro. With bomb-ridden roads.
I would think the shit would be so like teched out and like Kevlar'd up and like.
But why
The old school, bro.
send you as
They've invested so much into making you like a soldier. Why?
Did they, though?
I mean, I would
guess so, huh?
imagine.
Really though, you're right, huh?
I mean, they're feeding you shit. Like, they're feeding you bare minimum. Just telling you to do
Maybe
push-ups.
20 bands.
So you're not, in my mind, you're like a UFC fighter to them. Like you're like,
Nah, you're fuck
at
no, you're
all.
expendable, bro. It was like,
And like you said, the grunt.
Metallica song, Expendable.
Oh shit.
You're fucking pawn. They know that.
So they're
know
sending
that.
you out, going, "Hey man, do you mind almost dying?"
I don't think you realize like the care for. It was nothing, bro. It was nothing. To approach roadside bombs. To stop caring. Like when you come so close to death so many times, is really what's next.
I mean, I feel like this is like a soldier's mentality.
What's next, though? I mean, reality. If somebody's afraid of dying, okay, and then you get so close, and you're no longer afraid. Now, what's next?
Yeah. Oh, God, I remember my friend.
Now, are you?
Oh.
Do you want it to happen? Preferably not, right? Of course, you don't want it to happen, but it's kind of when you get so close, you're
you don't
touching
have
it.
that normal like.
You're touching it, bro. You're touching, and then you're inflicting it. It's all around, not daily, but enough where it was happening. Daily, we were getting attacked for sure.
Yeah, because one of my friends, he was getting bombed.
Mortar fire, rockets
mortars,
daily.
yeah. But he was on the phone like, "Oh, we're getting bombed." Like,
That
"Are
too.
you good?" We're good. He had his headset on. Like, you're.
I was in at the internet cafe. My friend was a Marine in Kalsu with the Marines, and I'm like, "Oh, bro, we're getting bombed right now." And I said, "Do you guys even take cover anymore?" He's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Yeah, us neither do we." It's like whatever.
Yeah. He's like, "We'll walk in. I'll get in the building." That's it. My friend, I mean, I'm telling you, he was playing games like they were mortaring us again. Like, oh, man. I mean, one did hit his bunk when he wasn't there and blew his whole room up. So it is real.
It's kind of weird to be talking about it now because it's like making me remember like that's pretty serious stuff. That's not normal. Right?
It's bombs out the sky. It's just like, I hope it doesn't hit us.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Do you feel like do you feel like it was all for nothing?
Fuck, dude. Yeah. All for nothing. Yes. Do I feel like the war in Iraq was all for nothing? Yes. Do I feel that my experiences were all for nothing? No.
Good separation there. Yeah, it's your life experience, and now you are who you are because of it.
And you know, a lot of people say, "Oh fuck, you lost friends over a war of oil." Like I don't give a fuck. I don't take it personal because like I don't give a fuck what we were fighting for. We could have been fighting over a stick of bubble gum and we still would have died for each other. Like it was that, like brotherhood. It doesn't matter what the fuck in, you know, politics doesn't matter at that point in time.
I guess that's what gives you like, I'll go up to a car bomb. I'd rather be me and him.
There's a lot that you can do with a brotherhood than you wouldn't do by yourself.
Yeah,
And there's a lot that you would do for somebody else rather than for you.
Yeah.
Like, which is why I was always kicking in doors and I was always the number one man. Like when you raid a room, you know, there's the number one man's in the front of the stack because I did not have a wife and I did not have kids. My friends did. So I figured, fuck, if I get killed, who cares? Right? That's why I always wanted to be the number one man.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense though. Like I don't have a kid or nothing to miss me like that.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a big
shit.
sacrifice to go
Jesus
through, man.
Christ.
That's a big thing to jump into, to knowing like, yeah, it could end. Yeah.
Tip of the spear, Jesus.
Yeah, tip of the spear for sure.
Can you tell us about your documentary, the movie on Amazon?
So when I came out on scene for, when I left the department 2.5 years ago, I saw that this producer had put out a film called Ranger. And I had messaged him on Instagram. I said, "Hey, bro, like I got a story. I don't know if you would be interested in like hearing about it or." And he's like, "Sure, what is it?" And then I started sharing. He's like, "Holy shit, dude." He's from out South Carolina, North Carolina area. And I told him, and he was all on board, bro. So he was kind of up and coming producer, and I'm up and coming, you know, leaving the prison. And fuck, dude, we filmed for like a whole year. The documentary is called Grunt. And I included all my video footage from before Iraq, when I'm in high school, when I'm in basic training, you can see some video footage, when I'm in Germany training, and then when I'm in Iraq. So you actually see like my change of me being a boy to like after. And the struggles that I endured when I got back with the self-medication and the untreated PTSD. And that's on Amazon.
Amazon called Grunt.
Grunt.
No Emerald Watch. Sounds wild. Damn, you had your own phone footage?
Bro, yeah, because we had disposable cameras. I had a camcorder. Some people ask me, like, bro, did you plan on doing this documentary while you be... And I'm like, nah, I just fucking filmed everything. Like, all the time. I was a skater, too, so I filmed myself skating as a kid. You know what I mean?
That wide lens.
I've always just fucking filmed, like...
Cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, good you have it now.
For sure.
Like I said, the universe works very odd. Like, these tapes are worth something now? Yes. They'll make a movie. Yeah, no, it's sick. I had one more question, kind of like a topic. And I know a lot of people ask about it because I'm on the internet and I read it. When it comes to prison systems and when it comes to celebrities going to prison. I sold meth. I'm now in jail. I'm Danny Masterson from that 70s show, and he just got a 30-year sentence. What are these going in? Because he's famous. He did some wild, heinous shit. What's the process like? He's not going into the regular general population, right?
The same.
Same?
The same process. You're a fucking inmate at that point.
I just thought... I always thought, like, oh, he's a celebrity guy.
Some people think that they're more special than others, like the Menendez brothers.
They think they're dope?
They think they're special.
They killed their parents.
Exactly.
The fuck?
So, yeah, they were at the prison that I was at, and they know that when people ask me about them, I'm just like, I thought they were entitled. I avoided them like the plague. Now, they think I hate them, but I could care less. I just call it for it like it is. They're inmates.
Yeah, I get that, but they became so popular because of that trial.
They got a big fan following, those guys.
It's so weird.
It's weird.
So, like, Scott Peterson, I know he has hella ladies meeting him.
These motherfuckers get, like, Richard
I
Ramirez, Charles Manson.
Weird
There's like a
shit, dude. Yeah, Charles Manson, well, he's dead, but he was in Corcoran. I mean, is it true, like, Ray Charles Manson's in jail, right? Like, the families of the Sharon Tate or whoever did it. I've heard from some people, like, hey, if you can stab his ass, his family will pay you some money. Is there certain things like that, people that can't be touched?
Nah, like...
Or, like, would a guard know about it? Or is it more like a prisoner kind of thing?
I don't foresee a person on the outside paying for somebody on the inside to have anybody stabbed.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat if it was serious.
But who would be willing to do it? Like, would they actually even be willing to do it?
Hell yeah, you see how many prisoners? Like, there's stabbings every day. Like, let me get paid for one.
Yeah, but then you're going to lose your privileges for a short period of time. I would assume that they isolated Charles Manson a lot.
Yeah, he said he was by himself.
Correct.
You're not allowed to walk
You wouldn't even have the opportunity to.
Because
physically.
When I asked him, he's like, well, you can't get to him. So
Correct.
if you can get to him, you're the fucking man.
Yeah, I don't think nobody could get...
No, you can't even get close. That's what he was saying. He's like, nobody's even in the hall when he's in the hall.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, all right, R. Kelly's famous as hell. Is he going straight into regular general population, or he's going to have to be segregated?
So people with, like, sex crimes go...
No matter what.
No matter what.
Oh. Yeah, so he's saying you're not a celebrity as soon as you cross that. You're like a sex offender or not. Doesn't matter if you're a celebrity.
That makes sense?
Okay,
you don't get no fucking special treatment if you're a celebrity.
Well, you know what I mean? When politicians go to jail, like, you know what kind of jail he's in? He's at a resort. I mean, I've seen, like, certain private prisons where they're like fucking resorts.
Like Martha Stewart?
I didn't see that when I saw.
Or when she did, like, the white collar crime or whatever.
Yeah, when she went to prison. I'm assuming she's not like, hey, bitch, you better.
Well, that would be federal, right? Maybe they have nice camps, federal.
I've seen one.
Maybe they have nice federal facilities like you're talking about. In California,
no.
Fucking California, man, you're gonna get what you're gonna get.
When he got arrested, I'm like, damn, where's he going? And he got beat down. Like,
it's changed though, bro. Like, they got so much stuff now, and I'm not knocking it. It's just not for me. The inmates now have anything you can think of, bro.
iPad too.
iPad, tablets, VR, Oculus Quest, foosballs, pickleball. Like, to me, like, I'm cool, man. I didn't want to go in there to punish inmates, but I also didn't want to go in there to pamper them. And I did.
Supposed to be horrible.
Just keeping it real, bro. Like, I just wanted to be a neutral dude. Don't make me do anything I don't want to do. Right? Like,
it's a good way to go through life, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'll fuck you up if you ask, but I won't do nothing if you don't.
Yeah, bro.
It's good bumper sticker.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It's a good slogan to live by, though, for sure.
Makes sense, dude.
Okay, so that was a question I always wondered about. That, like, celebrities going into prison, like, are they just whisked away? Like, no, you got to. You watch
bro.
Goodfellas, like,
they're
nah,
there, bro.
we had our own
Let
apartment.
me see. Look it.
You know,
Suge Knight, I always bring up Suge Knight in every interview I do, man. I always say he was a respectful guy because he was. He knows how to do his time. He's a big dude. And he's amongst other inmates. There's not enough prison. There's not enough space to isolate these individuals.
Got you. I always wondered about that, man.
I would just feel like they'd be in more
Cain
danger.
Velasquez. You know Cain Velasquez from California?
Yeah.
He's from Guerrero, so he's from Salinas. Cain Velasquez is mixed with actually general population.
Should not even be in
That
jail.
full general population, I can't even. It doesn't really matter where he's at because I can't think. But he's amongst other inmates. Motherfucker, the UFC fighter.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a killer. He'll kill you, so don't fuck with him. He beat Brock Lesnar's ass. I'm not fighting that guy one-on-one in jail.
Right.
With no ref to stop me if I tap? No fucking way.
I don't think anybody messed with him anyways.
No.
Plus, his crime was honorable.
Yes, it was. That's why he shouldn't even be there, dude. He got released, right?
Who?
I didn't
Isn't
know
Cain
that.
Velasquez get released?
No, I don't think. No, he's in prison, bro. He's a
thought he was-
he's a CTF, Soledad.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up again. I could have swore they said they were reviewing his thing.
I think he got a sentence that was like a couple of years.
Oh, I could
be
have
wrong.
swore.
Could
I'm
be
tripping
totally
then.
wrong on that.
A complete. Oh no, I saw the video of him chasing the fool. That's what it was. Never mind. There's a video of him chasing that man he almost beat to death on the freeway in his truck until he gets
No, he
his
shot
ass.
the dad or something.
I thought he. Damn, the news is not good.
No, he shot the stepdad.
Oh, I got a thing where it was like pictures of the guy beat down.
No, he shot the stepdad in the arm.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, it was against him like attempted murder charge.
I
or
think
whatever
he
the
like
fuck
shot
they
into the truck that
Yeah.
the dude was in, and it hit
I just saw the video of that of him chasing him and they're getting off on an on ramp.
I mean, you got who the other guy, Tory Lanez, recently got stabbed in Tehachapi.
Yeah, damn.
So like, yeah, bro, they're gonna get got. Like they're there,
Like normal people.
normal people, bro. They're not special. They're not fucking special.
Yeah, that's crazy. That blew my mind though. See, from somebody that's got more knowledge on this than the normal civilian. That even I'm like, he got stabbed. Why is he there? Why isn't he by himself? I always thought that like, yo, you're too known. You have to be by yourself.
Nah,
I had no idea.
no.
Like Scott.
The
Peterson.
fucking crazy thing is, even if you were a former police officer or a former correctional officer and you got sentenced to state prison, guess where you're going? Amongst the other inmates. There's so many. Well, not so many. Yeah, there's enough former COs that are inmates. Former COs. There was like a Baisa that had killed like his wife and the mistress or the Sancho. Like he caught his wife cheating, so he fucking offed both of them, and he was in my yard. He was a former CO.
Damn, what a change of life.
Yeah, that's horrible, bro. I'll fucking hang myself on
Yeah.
the first night, bro.
Now I get it. Now
I
I
ain't
get it.
fucking
I'm
doing
done.
that shit. I don't know. I know how cozy and comfy California prisons are now that I might be able to wing it. I might be able to milk the system and get what I want.
I'm a chick.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Get some C cups for me, motherfucker. I'm
It's
out.
like, hey, you can't put handcuffs on me. I know the rules.
That's bull. You know every code. You know you're physically not allowed to touch me.
Yeah.
He's just VRing and shit. He's like live streaming. He's dropping YouTube videos and shit.
Fucking doing podcasts from in there.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
The first prison
That's
podcast.
a
That's
fucking
come,
tablet.
No, that's it. You got the time.
Right.
You got doing anything else. Start a podcast from inside of jail and interview inmates. I will watch the shit out of that. That is the most authentic talk you're gonna get.
I want to say San Quentin has started their own inmate podcast.
That's
I want to say.
awesome. I can't lie.
Bro, but
can't
I don't want to burst your bubble, bro. You're not gonna have solid dudes talking.
No, it's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
I've met my stepdad's friends. None of what they say is true. I know you live
yeah.
at your mom's house.
You're not gonna have like the prison gang leaders, like
Never.
they-
No, they're not gonna
talk.
be like, you want me on camera? No,
Correct.
thanks. I'm good, dog. I got life, but I ain't doing that. Okay, all right. So we have Grunt. We have Yard. Was it Yard Recall?
I gotta let you know this. They had the gay pride parade at prison last June. Every fucking prison had the fucking drag queens come in with wigs. Like that's the thing, wigs you cannot have in prison because it's escape paraphernalia. But yeah, they did it. So it's like, bro, that's what we're looking at in 2025.
Wait, I thought the whole woke shit died, and now the prison's like, we'll take it.
They just had a fucking pride parade.
Pride parade.
Pride parade, bro.
Inside.
Inside prison, on all the fucking yards. Every fucking person got to come out, indulge in the festivities. And again, it's not whether I'm against it or not. It's what it led into facts.
yeah, it's like it's prison. This is supposed to be the worst
You're not
place we
supposed
can
to be able to
manufacture.
do that. Farmers Market Sundays.
No, bro, they have farmers market in fucking San Quentin. I'm telling you right now, you will never be able to recognize what the fuck has happened.
I'm glad you guys are having fun. But that's bullshit.
It sounds like living in Irvine or some shit.
Yeah, dude.
Living in Irvine.
Fuck, man. These folks can pirate. They're not going to go to jail for pirating. You see all the new shit early.
bro.
This is bullshit. They have a farmer's
They're doing
market
Pilates,
in
there's
prison.
yoga.
For sure there is.
Dude, for sure,
For sure.
bro.
Yeah, for sure there is. Remember Tommy Chong? We talked to Tommy Chong. He's like, when I was in jail, he's like, we had a regimen. We had
to the defense of the hardcore inmates that are still hanging on by a thread.
not everyone's doing yoga.
Not everybody's doing yoga, bro.
Some of your backs are stiff. Yeah, and I get it.
Do I recommend yoga? Absolutely, bro. It's good.
Okay, we've learned a lot today. I feel like we just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bro.
What's the best way for people to support what you have going on?
I would say my YouTube channels. One is That Prison Guard, and the other one is Hector Bravo Unhinged.
Hector Bravo Unhinged.
Yeah.
And Prison Guard.
That
Love the
Prison
name.
Guard.
That Prison Guard.
Yeah. Then I'm on Instagram, Hector__Bravo.
Hector Bravo.
Yeah.
Do you do anything live?
I do live on the YouTube
I mean, like,
from time to time.
in person, like.
Oh, I just did a book signing.
There we
I
go.
do book signing events, and I just did one in Sacramento. I
Nice.
usually put a flyer out there on my Instagram, let people know, and then they meet up with me. I don't disclose the location until like right before, unless you hit me up in a DM. I ain't trying to get killed by anybody.
Damn.
You know, I kind of piss people off with what I do.
People don't like the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah. They don't want to see
Yeah.
it. They like to cover it up a lot and forget. Yeah. You do enough stuff in your time and enough bad shit, you forget the bad shit you did a long time ago.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but I know that that's got to be a
You don't
way.
want a motherfucker reminding you.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want a guy doing a YouTube video on you.
Oh, bro, I'm ruthless, bro.
Yeah.
I do it with passion too, so I got a lot of.
You care, so that's the whole point.
Correct.
I want to watch anybody that gives a shit. I don't care what topic it is, but like you're passionate about it and you're serious.
You're an
I'm
expert and you live this shit. Yes.
That's what we liked Tim Kennedy. Jerk, you could have just left it there, man. It's a lie. It's like him, like, yeah, in Iraq, I strangled a giant. Like, why did you lie about that?
Yeah.
You were doing so much shit.
I didn't say any lies on this podcast, and I haven't. And I tell the viewers too, like I don't lie. It's fucking.
What's the point of it?
It's the best way to life, having a clear conscience. So like,
And then you have to remember your lies, and then your world just crumbles. I can only imagine having to remember what I lied about.
It's fucked up,
Oh,
dude. It's
hell.
horrible. It's hell on earth, dude. It's draining.
Draining. It's a good way to put it. It is draining. So Hector Bravo __ Bravo on Instagram.
Yes.
Hector Bravo Unhinged.
Yes.
On YouTube, and That Prison Guard on YouTube.
Yeah, bro.
Amazon Grunt.
Yep.
Where can we go get your book?
Amazon is called Operation Yard Recall.
And it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
So everything's on Amazon, guys. Here we go.
Appreciate you
Guys,
plugging all of that.
We'll
man.
link it, dude. We'll link
Thank you.
everything. Yeah, when Tommy brought you up, I'm like, for sure.
I'm glad, dude.
For sure. Because, I mean, we've talked about it many times. Like, yo, the prison system is insane. Like,
Have you ever had anybody from the prison system?
not this side of it.
Not this side of it.
Yeah, not this side. No.
Not this. That's
not
cool.
at all.
No.
No,
I
just
mean, I know
Tommy,
enough people, and
Right.
it's like, dude, how was it? It sucked?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Food sucks.
Everything sucks. You got money, you're fine. Like, that's cool. That helps, I guess. But, yeah, I just want to see the other side. Like I said, we probably just scratched the surface. There's a lot more. I don't want to come out here and ask you crazy shit. And what if you're like, damn, fool, you're getting my
I'm an
business
open
like that.
book, bro.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's so many more questions. Like,
Could be a part two. The fans are gonna love it.
100%. Like, let's say, like, it'll,
Get me and Tommy in here at the same time, but
That's a
yeah,
good
you guys are gonna end up arm wrestling at the end of it. You think you're strong? Yeah, that would be great. Tommy's the man. Shout out to Tommy G for connecting us. But yeah, for everyone out there, Amazon, Grunt, Operation Yard Recall, check it out. All the YouTube channels, every single thing you can possibly check out. If you want to learn more, it's right here. We're not smoking. We're not doing drugs. Everyone can see this on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right?
YouTube.
We're okay. This is information that
like
you're
it.
supposed to know.
Yes.
All right.
We appreciate you
We
guys.
appreciate you. But the reason I said I don't want to like go crazy and ask you all this part, we'll come back.
exactly, bro.
Come back, dude. And we'll, now that I know you're not going to like, what the fuck did you ask me? And grab my by the shirt. You know what I mean?
I'm calm, bro.
You never know. Like, I brought it up to a USC fight. I was like, oh, damn, dog. My bad. Wrong gang. My bad. Jesus. But, you know, I just like to I wouldn't do it in person in
Right.
public, so why would I do it on camera? So we appreciate you. Thank you for your time. This has been fucking awesome.
For sure, dude. Thank you guys.
Anything else?
Appreciate you, sir.
Thank
It's
you,
been
bro.
Awesome.
So guys, this has been the Hector Bravo episode. Like I said, go check out everything on Amazon and YouTube from Marty, Hector, and I. Have a dope ass day.